well in whatever future endeavors that you may take on. Please know that you're always welcome here at home. We're firmly founded. You all will be missed. Go Bearcats.
Good evening and welcome to Hoss Garrett Stadium. On behalf of Superintendent Ricky Durrett, Principal Dan Gressett, and Head Coach and Athletic Director Jerry Ball, we welcome you to Senior Night. Our first senior, videographer, Jessie Hardell. Jessie is escorted by her mother, Karen Boatwright, class of '86, and father, Scott Boatwright, and her sister, Callie Houghton, class of 2017, and her brother-in-law, Cameron Houghton, class of 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, Jessie Hardell. Our next support group, our trainers, Levi Colvin. Levi is escorted by his parents, Amanda and Lance Colvin. Ladies and gentlemen, Levi Colvin. Allison Lee. Allison is escorted by her mother, Mandy Lee, class of '96, and her uncle, Kenneth Lee, class of '86. Allison Lee. Our final senior trainer, Jalen Long. Jalen is escorted by her mother, Shabika Long, class of '06, her father, Christopher Jackson, and her brother, Jonathan Thompson. Jalen Long. Football player, number 0, Miles Brown. Miles is escorted by his mother, Stacy Crane, father and stepmother, Nathan and Missy Brown, and brother, McGuire Concrete, class of 2021. Number 1, Trenton Moore. Trenton is escorted by his mother, Katia Moore, class of 2009, and father, Jeremy Williams, class of '08. Number 2, Caleb Jones. Caleb is escorted by his mother, Jessica Jones, class of '09, his grandmother, Brenda Jones, and his siblings, Promise, Chloe, Josiah, Horizon, and he is also joined by his uncle, Earl Chuck Griffin. Number 6, Zatarian Sutton. Zatarian is escorted by his mother, Xantavia Sutton, his father, James Sutton, and his brother, Braylon McNeil, class of 2023. Our next senior, number 10, Lander Smith. Lander is escorted tonight by his parents, Becky, class of '94, and Hunter Smith, class of '99, as well as his brothers, George, class of '28, and Jack, class of '29. Number 11, Darius Wood. Darius is escorted by his mother, Angelica Wood, and brother, Jamar, class of 2024. Number 11, Darius Wood. Number 13, Alex Hunt. Alex is escorted by his parents, Nancy and Trotter Hunt, both finishing in the class of '95, and his brother Hope, class of '28. Number 16, Colin Clark. Cullen is escorted by his parents, Katie, class of '99, and Colin Clark, class of '93. His sisters, Anna Kate, class of '28, and Neely. Our next senior, number 25, Imani Cameron Dean. Imani is escorted by his mom, Kimberly Williams, class of 03. His aunt, Katina Crow Scott, class of 1990. His father, Imwalamuddin, class of 96. Brother, Jaborius Crow, and sister, Amani Dean. Number 27, Jeremiah Freeman. Jeremiah is escorted by his mother, Gary O. Freeman, and grandmother, Gwendolyn Houston, class of 81. His father, Marcus Freeman, class of 07. His siblings, Malia, Nadia, class of 28, and Kobe Chase and Emery. Number 27, Jeremiah Freeman. Number 39, Andres McClinton. Is escorted tonight by his parents Marie and Andrew McClinton Jr., brother Andrew, class of 22, and sister Aubrey, class of 28. Number 41, Kenny Hall, escorted by his father, Hu Hong, mother, Hong Ho, and sister, Annie Hong, class of 23. Ladies and gentlemen, number 41, Kenny Hong. Number 42, Vincent Jackson III. Vincent is escorted by his mother, Jennifer, class of 04, stepfather, Ladarius Mayman, class of 03, and siblings, Makia, class of 21, and Isabella and Lauren. Number 50, Brooks Brown. Brooks is escorted by his parents, Robin, class of 95, and Carrie Brown, class of 94. His brother Garrett, class of 2020, and his sister, Hassan Brown, class of 22. Number 51, Caden Beatty. He's escorted by his parents, Beatrice Johnson and Stacy Beatty, and siblings Brianna Beatty and Jamarius Johnson. Number 66, Jackson Washam. Jackson is escorted by his parents, Kelly, class of 98, and Sean Washam, class of 94, and his brother Connor, class of 28. Number 66, Jackson Washam. Number 76, Brock Singley. He's escorted tonight by Wayne and Dana Singley. His siblings, Waylon Singley, class of 26, Cash Ingle, Abigail Ross, and husband Hunter, and in memory of his mother, Michelle Singley. Number 76, Brock Singley. Number 82, Cole Spurlock. Cole is escorted by his parents, Brandy and Brian Spurlock, and his siblings, Lane, class of 23, and Kennedy, class of 33. Number 90, Rakeem Potts. Rakeem is escorted by his mother, Sean Potts, class of 94, his father, Robert Jackson, and brother, Gregory Hendricks.
Yeah. Little guy.
Number 92, Keegan Goldsmith. Keegan is escorted tonight by his parents, Kelly, class of 97, and Kendrick Goldsmith, class of 96, sisters Caitlin, class of 16, and Courtney, class of 17. Also joined by his brother Kendrick Jones, class of 23, and Calvin Baker, class of 23.
Baseball field expansion, or the grandstands, and a new softball field.
And last but not least, number 93, Cade Kelly.
commercial construction.
Cade is escorted tonight by his parents, Lori, class of 94, and his dad, Craig Kelly.
He's doing a lot of the work for us. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all of these seniors and their dedication to Ruston High School and Ruston High School athletics.
We came back
Thank you very much.
last year, the semifinals, I guess. I was here for that. And the year before, we went to the Superdome. We went there when they lost. Not the one that got blown out. They lost and they went and won, and then they got blown out.
Well, the first one, my oldest, youngest, he was the center.
Oh, okay.
The support groups will be recognized at halftime. Cheer, tom, bells, and band. Please be down behind the cap box with 5 minutes before half is over. So if you're a cheer parent, band, bell, or tom, please make your way to the cap box 5 minutes before the end of the second quarter.
Don't any more show up.
If you have more than 7, I'm gonna smack her. So yeah, our baby plays
We have
football
7.
at
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the video board as we recognize our Bearcat Nation Network seniors who are unable to walk tonight because they are broadcasting tonight's game.
My name is Jordan Hamlin. This is my 4th year in the Bearcat Nation Network. I run the computer and camera 1. My parents are Chad Hamlin Sr. and Lori Hamlin, and my brother Chad Hamlin Jr. graduated class of 2024.
My name is Avery Madden. I'm the media coordinator, and I've been a member of Bearcat Nation Network for 3 years. My parents are Luke and Katie Madden, and my sister Betsy Madden will be a graduate of the class of 2029.
Hi, I'm Joshua Dalton. I've been a part of the Bearcat Nation Network for 3 years, and I run the Jumbotron. My mother is Rebecca Dalton. My dad, Steven, is a graduate of the class of 1992. My brother, Matthew, graduated in the class of 2024, and my sister, Hannah, graduates in the class of 2028.
What's up, everybody? My name is Christian Lewis, and I run the Gimbal. I've been a part of Bearcat Nation Network for 2 years, and my mom, Sandra Carter, is a class of 1988. My dad, Ronnie Lewis, is a class of 1985, and my sister, Michaela, is a class of 2019, and my other sister, Brittany, is a class of 2009.
My name is Sebastian. This is my 2nd year as part of the Bearcat Nation Network. I run computer and do camera 1. My mother's name is Bridget, father's name is Tony, and my sister Michaela graduated class of 2025.
Hello, I'm Dickenzie Davis, and I've been a member of the Bearcat Nation Network for 2 years as a camera operator. My mom, Samantha Patterson, is a class of 2003. My dad, Mackenzie Davis, is a class of 2007, and my sister, Kiera, is a class of 2023.
My name is Jacob Summers. This is my 1st year in Bearcat Nation Network. I run Camera 1 and make graphics. My parents are Kevin Summers and Tanisha Summers, and my brother Joshua is a graduate of 2024.
Hi, I'm Connor Martin, class of 2026, cameraman, 1st and only year of the Bearcat Nation Network. My dad is Adam, mom is Haley, class of 2000, and sister is Hannah, class of 2029.
I'm helping you out.
You see right here. Is it too high? Have we checked it with the? That's mine.
Oh, you're right. That's mine. Is this mine?
Hey, did we check the height? Did we check the height on there? Drew, would you come here, please? Stand right here in front of this.
They checked it.
The height, they checked.
They did. They got them already. Yep. Jordan was walking through the whole how you hold the paper and everything. So.
I know. Well, that's usually 7 or 8 people.
I know, but today the band's
Right.
We screamed at it. So we'll see how happy it is.
Let's get them served now. You're gold. You're golden, Toby. It's on. Thank you. I'm sorry, buddy. Yep. Yeah, he's got to change it. He's got to change it. All right, do you have, hey, let's go, hey, let's let them sing with that mic. Let you introduce and shout out. We'll just go right. Thank you. They're struggling with their side. Okay, hey.
Who's Drew? Are you Drew? Perfect. And you're praying, correct? Yes. You have it written down? Perfect. Let me tell you what happens. I do public address for Northwestern State invocation. And they usually let athletes from SCA do it. And we get a basketball guy come up one time. He had it written down. He goes, all right, I have to all the time. He gets up there. Bigger stadium. He goes to he's by your head. And I had to pray. He to recite what I was praying.
What? Okay. Give me the brush. I see. Okay, so that's what
Their band is too big.
Up, it's going to affect you. What you do with it. Okay, that's a bump.
Exactly.
Okay, I can see that.
There we are. We have arrived.
I can, yes. Well, thank you. See, that was broad straight. Good job. Excuse me.
Sometimes that happens to coaches' fault.
As soon as we're ready to pray them out. 3-minute break.
You like Metallica?
Yeah, I like Metallica.
For him about toes, they come in and see what he's about toes, yeah. Awesome.
Hey Seth, if you can hear me, we need to get going soon. This coach's show is running way too long. Seth. Thank you, Seth.
What time are we going? All right, you can pray right here in front of the camera, bud. Well, good evening, everyone. A very happy Friday to you all. Live from the Woodbury broadcast booth. Welcome to Ruston versus West Monroe. The site for tonight's contest is the Hoss here in Ruston, Louisiana. We'll take a 3-minute timeout for the invocation and national anthem. We'll be back after this in 3 minutes. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1, the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
For tonight's invocation, brought to you by Drew Bowling, a senior golf team member and a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And remain standing for tonight's national anthem, performed by Chloe Young, a senior in the band serving as the Woodland captain and the choir president.
Please bow your heads. Dear God, thank you for bringing us all here safely tonight to enjoy a game we all love. Help us honor you through our actions and words, whether in the stands or on the field. Thank you for sending your only son to die for us and for your constant love and pursuit, no matter the circumstance. Forgive us all for how we sin and fall short of you every day. We love you because you first loved us. I ask for a great game and one that honors you and for you to receive all the glory. Watch over us tonight and keep everyone safe during and after the game. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Can you see by the dawn's broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
If that other starts getting in trouble, check.
All right, well, it is a beautiful night for high school football here in Ruston, Louisiana. Kyle Roberts alongside Nick Brown. Toby Nation's down on the sidelines for us. Travis Cannon on stats for us here this evening. It is going to be quite an atmosphere already this evening, Nick Brown, as the teams are both taking towards the field for the coin toss.
No doubt about it. This is one of those ones, we went through the drought and now 3 victories in a row, but what's at stake tonight? Obviously a possible district championship. Met with head coach Jared Ball at sundown, the Jared Ball Show, Rustin Bearcats Live. You can catch it on Tuesdays at 6:30. And really your program's not built on district championships. He goes, that's important and that is nice. It doesn't mean he doesn't want to win a district championship, but he eyes things further down the line. But tonight's a big contest, Kyle, and you can tell that it's a whiteout in the cat box. So everyone wearing white but you. I mean, we all got the message, but you didn't get the message.
Nobody gave me a phone call, Nick Brown. Thank you very much for that. But all joking aside, this is going to be one of those games that I think tonight we are on. There's so many different scenarios. We've talked about the district championships. It doesn't really matter. As far as seeding goes, where you finish in district, it's about pride at this point. And I think for the Bearcats, what they'll have to have happen tonight, they've got to win, obviously, but then you're waiting on some help from Neville. They've got to beat Ash, and that game is happening at Bill Ruppel Stadium. For West Monroe, they've got to win tonight, and then they need Ash to beat Neville. Well, then Neville needs to win, and if I'm not mistaken, they need West Monroe to beat Rustin. And so, so it's a hodgepodge of nonsense at this point as far as who is going to be the district champion by the time it's all said and done. The captains have taken to the field, and we have our coin toss, and it looks like Rustin won the toss, and they are going to elect to kick off. West Monroe wearing white uniforms with their dark blue trimmed in red with the blue West Monroe helmet. For the Rustin Bearcats, it is the classic red Rustin uniform, white numerals trimmed in gray with white and gray trim on the shoulders and on the pants. And, of course, the classic Rustin R on the red Rustin helmet. So you can really feel it here. It is a packed capacity crowd on both sides. West Monroe obviously traveled well. Both of these teams, Nick Brown, 7-2 coming into this contest tonight. West Monroe 3-2 in district play. The Bearcats are, The Bearcats are 2-2 and 2-1. I can't do my math. 3-1. I think they're both 3-1 in district. Yes.
Beat Ouachita.
Yes.
Lost to Ash.
Correct.
Beat Pineville. Beat Neville.
Yeah.
3-1.
Yep, that's right.
Now, interesting. You go through now. Of course, Rebel's going to return this kick. Interesting to see to watch. But you're talking about that going through the Neville game and Ash. We'll watch that score. More importantly here, Kyle, is that first round bye.
And Joaquin Ramos will do the bubble kick to about the 20-yard line, and it will have to be, the ball is on the turf, and West Monroe has to dive on it right at the 19-yard line. That was Dallas DuBose for the Rebels, and that will start West Monroe 1st and 10 on its own 19-yard line to start its first offensive drive of the night.
Now, a lot of people like to have a great golf game with a backspin. I don't, but I don't know what's developed this last year, but Ramos has really gotten better. That is the bubble kick. That is not an onside kick. Going to angle that, and it hits the turf and skips back toward the Bearcat defenders who are covering the kick.
Here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth as we begin our Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. West Monroe comes out shotgun formation. 3 receiver set. Gio puts a man in motion. And he will hand it off to Pawnee. Pawnee goes to the outside, gets past the 20 to about the 22, a 3-yard pickup on the play. We'll take a look now at our starting lineups brought to you by Lanyap Animal Health Clinic.
Easy for you to say. Keegan Goldsmith at defensive end. Defensive tackle Nick Hardison. The other D tackle Rakeem Potts. Defensive end Braylon Osborne. Weak safety Miles Brown. Aiden Adams at the Mike linebacker. Will linebacker is Keelan Davis. Strong safety is Trendon Moore, and I'll get the rest of the secondary after this play.
2nd down and 7. Man in motion again is the tight end Turner. Gio takes the snap, hands it. No, play fake. Drops back to throw over the middle, and it is caught. And that is Trez Davis, who has been a very dangerous weapon in the receiving corps for the Rebels. And they'll get a first down all the way into Bearcat territory. They're going to mark this ball down at the Ruston 48-yard line.
And the name sounds familiar. Bearcat fans will remember Transmission Davis that played for the Rebels. That is his father. So 2 names you're going to hear tonight on the offensive side of the ball, Davis and Pawnee. Corners, Devin Majors. Free safety is Jaden Anding. At the other corner, Jamarius Anderson.
So shotgun formation, 1st down and 10 at the Bearcat 48-yard line. Gio takes the snap, and he'll hand it off to Pawnee again. Tries to follow his blockers, and he'll get hit at the line of scrimmage. And no gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 10. A great tackle there by Trendon Moore, one of the many seniors honored tonight here for this Ruston Bearcat squad. Let's take a Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations. And Toby, outside of that long pass, Bearcat defense doing a pretty good job with this run. Second down and 10. Gio again from the gun, this time to pass. Goes over the top and down, and it is almost a one-handed grab by Trez Davis. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Look at it, trying to stretch the field on that one. Good coverage by the Bearcats, but Kyle, this team, you're going to have to put pressure on Gio, not let him pick out and pick you apart with Davis. You're going to have to put some pressure from Keegan or Rakeem the Dream Potts.
3rd down and 10 now for Ruston. For West Monroe on the Ruston 48-yard line. Rebels stay in the shotgun, 3 receiver set. Sam Turner, the tight end. Now Pawnee will motion into the slot, and it's an empty backfield. Gio steps up in the pocket and missed communication with his wide receiver. Incomplete, 4th down and 10. And now decision time for the West Monroe Rebels as the offense trots off to the sideline, and it will be a punt coming up for West Monroe.
There was incidental contact. We often will talk about officials when they call something we don't like, but a good job by Darius Woods. It was incidental contact, and the ball would not have been called, but great job by the officials not calling that one for PI.
So it will be a punt coming up. A pair of Bearcats standing at their own 10-yard line, Dalen Powell and Davis DeMoss. Good to see Dalen Powell back in the lineup for the Bearcats after missing the Pineville game. And this will be punted to him at the 16. Powell makes a move up the far side. Spins. He still has it. He's got space. 25, 30, 35, 40. Dalen Powell up the near sideline. 45, 40. Still following blocks. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Rustin. Dalen Powell returns it 84 yards, and the Bearcats strike first.
No flag on the play, Kyle. Great job by Dalen, and great job by that return team of setting that wall. You and I can see it up here. He turned that corner. And I told the Coach Ball this week, putting 2 guys back there. You're not going for the block. What you're going to do is prevent the ball from going 10 or 20 yards further down the field. They can't kick it away from you. What a great return. Good to have number 5 back in the lineup.
The special teams for West Monroe had him tackled at about the 16-yard line. And he was able to bounce off of that tackle. And that's one of those plays, Nick, if you can't get them wrapped up, they are going to make somebody like Dalen Powell is going to make you miss and then make you pay. Rustin strikes first. Point after is up. A low line drive from Ramos. It is good. 10:04 left to go in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter from the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. Bearcats 7, West Monroe nothing. Back after this. This is Rustin football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com. Well, nothing better than a one-play touchdown on a Smoothie King scoring drive as Dalen Powell returns at 84 yards for the touchdown, and Rustin leads 7-0 over West Monroe after forcing them to punt.
Beauty of that, Kyle, the bubble screen has really made West Monroe alter their return team to get that one on the 20.
So this will be returned and to about the 30-yard line. I thought the ball might have popped out. It didn't, and you got a little extracurriculars after the play was over with, but it will be returned. I believe that was
Hayden Clark. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I meant on the extracurricular activities. Number 3, Hayden Clark.
So West Monroe will have it 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Rebels will have the ball at the 33-yard line. First down.
First down and 10. Rebels have it at their own 33-yard line. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers near side. Bearcats up 7-0 to start. There's a handoff up the far side. New tailback checks in, Keidrian McNell. And it will be 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard pickup on the play. W Nation's great way to start this one if you could force the team to punt on their opening drive and then return it 84 yards. Second down and 5. Gio on a play fake. He's going to keep it himself, and a little indecision does get him to a first down on the play. And so that will bring up a fresh set of downs for the West Monroe Rebels. That moves the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10, ball at the Rebel 45-yard line. So 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Bearcats up 7-0, 9:17 to go in the first. Another handoff, McNeil, and he'll get close to the 50-yard line. Pushes to about his own 49, a 4-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Darius Woods forced him out of bounds there. It looked like the Bearcats trying to strip the football to no avail, but a good run by the Rebels.
Second down and 6 coming up for West Monroe on their own 49-yard line. Run blitz, and McNeil breaks through and gets into Rustin territory, tackled at the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain on the play.
Again, picked up a few extra yards. Again, it looks like Woods was going for the strip on that one, Kyle. So we'll see if he can get one with a fumble.
1st down and 10, ball at the Rustin 40-yard line. Again, another game that we're keeping our eyes on tonight. It's the Ash Neville game going on over in Monroe right now. Rustin pulling for the Tigers this evening. Oh, and it's a botched snap. Gio has to fall on it, and he's going to lose 9 yards on the play.
You know, Bearcats caught a break there, number 1, Bobland. I think that Gio could have picked that ball up and had time to make a play, but good job for the Bearcats.
So 2nd down and 19 now. Ball back at the Rustin 49-yard line. Well, I really can't stress enough how terrific of a punt return that was by Dalen Powell back at the 10-minute mark of this first quarter, 84 yards. And that is the difference so far here in this ball game.
Yeah, maybe the second quarter before I get to introduce the starting lineup for the offensive side. Brought to you by Lanyap Animal Health.
Shotgun formation, tight receiver set. Gio steps up into the pocket,
does a little juke step, still going, gets to the 50-yard line, shoved out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. I think he got a couple of yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 16.
Good job by Gio to escape the pressure because the Bearcats certainly, I believe that was that Keelan Davis? Not sure. Yeah, Keelan. No, we do that all the time. Caden Gray's 21. Good pursuit by 21 Caden Gray.
3rd down and 18 to go. Ball at the Ruston 48-yard line for the West Monroe Rebels. A simply beautiful night here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth at Hoss Garrett Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana. Cannot believe this is week 10. The regular season ends tonight. Bearcats #1 in the power rankings. West Monroe is 6. Gio, and he's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and another 4th down coming up for West Monroe. Let's take a Southern States equipment call to the sidelines down to Toby Nations. Great defense right there again for the Ruston Bearcats.
Top of the Bearcats getting pressure. I mean, our offense hasn't even been on the field yet. So.
Well, Toby, they might get a chance to do that now. And again, Dalen Powell and Davis DeMoss back to return on their own 10-yard line. And the punt coming up. End-over-end kick, and this will bounce close to a Bearcat. It will take a Rebel hop. Inside the 10, still rolling, and this will come all the way down to about the 3-yard line. So Ruston will have 1st and 10 at its own 3. Today's booth sponsor is Wood Marine at 600 East Georgia in Ruston. Go see Jody Wood to get a new boat or to keep your boat serviced.
All right, going to jump into the offensive starting lineup. At left tackle tonight for the Bearcats, Logan Ashley. Left guard, Jacqueline Blackman. Center, Brock Singley. Right guard, Nick Hogg. Right tackle, Brooks Brown. Tight end, Ahmad Hudson. Of course, we'll see a lot of Cullen Clark as well. Running back, number 5, Dalen Powell. Jeremiah Freeman and Davis DeMoss probably get carries as well. Lander Smith at fullback. Quarterback, Sam Hartwell. Outside receivers, Josiah Morgan and Alex Hunt. Inside receivers, Kashun Malcolm and Caleb Jones.
And again, thank you, Lanyap Animal Health, for our starting lineups tonight. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers. The first time the offense has taken the field. Handoff up the middle to Powell, and he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and long.
Watch what they're going to attack with Ahmad Hudson. Look like man-on-man coverage, so that's something the Bearcats hopefully can take advantage of. I believe that was Lewis, the defensive back, covering Ahmad.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up. It was an excellent punt by the Rebels to pin the Bearcats inside their own 5-yard line. Again, Ruston up 7-0. With 6:18 left to go in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. West Monroe's roster has 136 players on it, quite a few more than what they had last year. Shotgun set and a bad snap, and we got a flag on the play, but West Monroe says they have the ball, and it's going to be a false illegal procedure on the offense. And that might be a big save.
Safety for, well, correct.
Man, and that was almost a Ruston turnover inside the 2, and so that's going to be half the distance back to the goal, which will just be a loss of 1 yard on the play.
Never have you been more delighted to have a false start, so we'll look back at the end of this game how big that play was, having a penalty. But you're right, I was going to tell Jared Ball does a great job putting his roster in a font that I can read.
Bearcats in the I formation now. Lander Smith, one of the seniors, honored at fullback. And it's a toss to Powell up the near side. He's got space. 10, 15, 20, 1st down and more. Dalen Powell gets tackled short of the 30-yard line, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Bearcats.
Love Dalen Powell when he goes outside to the outside. You got to go inside with the tackle, but you get him outside. Got the space. Great job by Powell, making something there and moving the Bearcats out of the shadow of their goal line. Man, what a great false start penalty that was on Brock Singley.
Never thought you'd say that excited, did you?
No, never thought I would. That and what size font did you use on this roster? Nat's Fanny is what you did.
1st down and 10. Bearcats now in the shotgun, much more comfortable after the 27-yard pickup by Dalen Powell for the 1st down. Hartwell tosses to Hudson, and Hudson hauled that in. He had to juggle that catch. He was tackled. It was not a terrific throw, but that tackle made by Avery Lewis for West Monroe.
And I will tell you this, you go back and watch this, and it's not pass interference, but it's almost like so close that he doesn't get the call a lot of times just because He is such a target and a weapon that I think realistically Bearcats can go that every play and with that, Kyle. But a great job. People don't see that painting a picture for you. He went down on the ground when the ball wasn't in possession. He caught it while he was on the ground.
And Nick Brown, that was a throw on first down. 2nd down and 8.
I love it.
Shotgun formation, 3-receiver set, handoff to Powell, and it's a reverse to Hudson. Hudson's going to toss it to a wide open Hartwell. 50, 45, Hartwell still scooting, 30, 20, 10, 5. He dives for the pylon, just short. The trick play works. Don't forget Ahmad Hudson's a quarterback too. And the Bearcats are set up just dandy. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Unbelievable. I will tell you that is something I have wanted to see. And they brought it out tonight. Boy, looked great. Boy, Ahmad just threaded the needle and Hartwell put it in gear. And now on the goal line with a chance to go up 2 scores.
4:21 to go in the first quarter of play. The Bearcats up 7-0, and after some trickeration, the Bearcats have 1st and goal at the West Monroe 2-yard line. I formation, goal line set. Hartwell under center, takes the snap, toss to Powell, and Powell bustles his way forward, gets past the goal line, touchdown Bearcats, his 2nd of the night. This Smoothie King drive, 97 yards, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run by Dalen Powell. Welcome back to the sophomore sensation. 4:15 left to go in the first quarter. Bearcats might be able to go up 14-0 with this point after attempt by Joaquin Ramos.
Last kick was not his best on the year. Hopefully get a little more height on this one.
This one's up. And it's good. 4:15 to go in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Bearcats 14, Rebels nothing. Back in 30 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklatex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklatex Windows and Doors. A family business built for your family.
1-2.
You got to turn it down here. Turn Toby down here.
Let's take a Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations, a 97-yard drive. Toby, how loud did that crowd get on that trick play?
It was loud down here, Kyle. Also, they've been working on that play in practice all week, and I was glad to see it worked out for them.
So 14-0 is our score. And again, a Smoothie King drive for the Bearcats, 97 yards. And it only took 4 plays. Bubble kick fielded at the 15-yard line by the Rebels, and that's Cameron Nugent who'll come up the near sideline, and he'll be tackled at about the 27-yard line, short of the 30. Bearcats with a 14-0 lead. Dalen Powell already with a punt return for a touchdown, and then with a 2-yard touchdown run puts Ruston up 14-0 here in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, they're going back. I'm going to go back to that Ash game when we built up a lead. I think that is something now. What can you learn from each and every game? And I think they do, Kyle. Up 14 right now. The approach, keep the pedal on and don't relax.
So 1st down and 10 now for the Rebels. The ball actually is back at the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. And it is a handoff to Pawnee. Pawnee stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten one on the play, 2nd and 9. Nick, I want to tee you up on this one. Let's go back to that drive. How timely was that penalty for Rustin to keep the football? Because it looked like it was about to be disaster, turning it over inside your 2.
You're going to look at a 7-2 lead and West Monroe with the football back. So, man, what a great penalty. And we'll talk to Jared about that after the game. Hopefully, Bearcats can keep it up here.
2nd down and 9. Shotgun set, play fake, and Gio, nice toss, and it will be close to a 1st down. Not sure if the receiver has it or not. Tyson Mills with the reception. He's going to be pretty close, but Gio, he paid for it back there.
Yes, he did. Patience, he stayed in the pocket and was able to deliver the pass and did a really good job with that one. Not hobbling up. See if that changes maybe The Rebels are going to try and run him here for the first down.
It is a 3rd down and 1. Coming up for West Monroe, shotgun formation. Handoff up the middle. It's a 1st down. Pawnee dragged some tacklers, gets to the 40-yard line. That's 7 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 for West Monroe.
Yeah, Pawnee is a force to deal with. I believe he was injured last time the Bearcats played, or either got injured in the game. So certainly an added weapon tonight for the Rebels.
The Bearcats up 14-0 early. Neville with a 7-0 lead over Ash in the first quarter so far. Shotgun formation. And quarterback keeper Gio breaks one tackle, still going. Rustin had him wrapped up for a loss of 4. Instead, he spins for a gain of 7.
Yeah, it's going to be frustrating when you watch the video on that one, because what that would have done would have put West Monroe behind the chains, and then Gio turns it into something positive. So good job for him breaking tackles. I believe we had a helmet come off. I think that's 56, Ethan Russell, I do believe, so he'll be coming out for the Bearcats.
Jim Taylor Ford is proud to support the Bearcats. Check out their inventory on the I-20 North Service Road in Ruston or online at jimtaylorford.com. 2nd and 3, 2:12 left to go in the first quarter. Bearcats up 14-0. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Pawnee gets past the run blitz, still goes 40, 35, 30. Pawnee tackled, still on his feet at the 20, 10, 5. What a run by Christian Pawnee. And the Rebels get on the board with a 53-yard touchdown strike.
A good run by Pawnee. Broke some tackles and some speed for the size. Great job by Pawnee to put that ball into the end zone.
Yeah, terrific run.
For a guy 5'9", 220 pounds, definitely a good run from Pawnee to make it 14-6.
Point after coming up for the Rebels. It's up. Absolutely drilled by Hunter Fox. So West Monroe gets on the board, a 53-yard touchdown run by Christian Pawnee. Bearcats up 14-7. 1:57 left to go in the first quarter. Back after this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes. We live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
So West Monroe gets on the board here in the first quarter. That was a 75-yard touchdown drive for the Rebels. 5 plays, capped off with a 53-yard touchdown run by Christian Pawnee. I know, Nick Brown, that's one that the defense would love to have back because they had him tackled a couple of times, and the big man just kept going.
Well, you go back, that whole drive could be called the broken tackle drive. Gio was able to break tackles. Bearcats would have put him behind the chain. Then that goes back to what we talked about earlier. You had a 14-0 lead. Now you got to come out on this offensive possession and put some points back on the board.
Let's take a Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nation. Toby, again, you got to give it credit. That was a really great touchdown run.
Yeah, really good run by Pawnee, but, our guys were trying to strip the ball instead of just trying to make the tackle, and I think that's what happened. They had a chance to tackle him, but kept trying to strip it, and he's a stout kid.
So kickoff coming up. This is Davis Long, and he'll do a low-line drive. This is actually fielded at the 20-yard line by Rustin. That's Alex Hunt. And he'll get to the 30-yard line. Bearcats with pretty good starting field position for this drive. 1st down and 10.
I think so, really. I don't know if he miskicked that one because you've seen the leg. That one kind of looked like a wounded duck, and Alex Hunt did a good job picking that up and returning to the 30. So like you said, good field position for the Bearcats. Now this is an important drive. You built that 2-score lead. And here's the thing, you don't want deja vu versus Ash. I don't think the pedal's taken off. I do agree with Toby watching down the sideline. Thought we tried to strip the ball a little bit more than making the tackle. I'm sure that is something we will correct, or maybe there's something they saw on film or video that they could strip that. So we'll see.
Shotgun formation for Rustin. Bearcats going from right to left. Dalen Powell in the backfield. Lander Smith, the H-back. Artwell takes the snap, hands it off. Powell, and drags a tackler past the 35-yard line. Stopped at the 38. Good 7-yard pickup on the play for Powell. 2nd down and 3. I think, Nick, one of the important things here, if you're Rustin, what you'd like to see, obviously your first score was a punt return for a touchdown, meaning that you didn't put a drive together. Your second drive, 97 yards, didn't last very long because it didn't have to. You had that really long trick play and a big run by Dalen
That goes
Powell.
back right. You want a sustained drive here, Kyle, to keep your defense on the sideline and get their win, get their legs back. So we'd love to see this one. Been a lot of possessions here in the first quarter.
Ruston 14, West Monroe 7, minute 10 left to go in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. A toss to Powell, and Powell follows his blocks and gets hit hard at the 45, and he will be ruled down at the 47-yard line. 8-yard pickup on the play, moves the chains again.
Boy, the 12-year senior, I don't know if you saw Landry Smith come out there and make a great block for Powell. Just a good job moving. He moves well. Now just keep it going. Exactly what we need, Kyle. Take this one to the quarter break. Hang on to the football.
So first down and 10, Ruston at their own 47-yard line. 20 seconds on the play clock, so plenty of time to get this play called in from Earl Griffin. I spoke with Chubb earlier in this week. He said West Monroe likes to play man-to-man defense in the secondary. And we'll see how Ruston adjusts to that. Shotgun formation, Hartwell. And new tailback checking in for the Bearcats, and that is Cole Gray. And Gray gets to midfield, picks up 3 on the play. And the Bearcats don't necessarily have to snap this football before we get to the quarter break.
And I don't think they should, Kyle. I think let this one run out and take that 14-7 lead in the second quarter, and all that is doing is buying more time for your defense to rest. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Good call by the offensive staff. Good call. Let this quarter come to an end.
The ball is right at the 50-yard line. The Bearcats are up 14-7 as we head to the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. And we'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at CenturyNext Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with the locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
First quarter, you would score it if it was a boxing match, 10-9 for the Bearcats. Ruston went up 14-7. A punt return by Dalen Powell of 84 yards, and then a 97-yard Smoothie King scoring drive, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run by Dalen Powell. Put the Bearcats up 14-0 with about 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. But then West Monroe did not get rattled, did not get shaken, and Christian Pawnee was able to rumble off a 53-yard touchdown run. And now it is a one-score game. Bearcats have it 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line, now going from left to right. Shotgun formation, Josiah Morgan, the man in motion. Hartwell has some time, goes over the middle to Morgan, and it is incomplete.
Overthrew him just a little bit on that one.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 7 here in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter.
If you're listening to us at the stadium, a new voice on the public address, that's Hunter Horton. He's actually the voice of the Northwestern State Demons public address. Our public address guy, Doug Gibbons, is out tonight. We miss Doug. We miss the chicken nuggets, but good for Hunter to step up. Went to college with my brother-in-law, Bo Russell, and Bo said, I got you a guy, and he is very good. I just handed over halftime introductions to him.
3rd down and 7. Ball at the 50-yard line, 11:54 to go in the second quarter. Bearcats up 14-7. Got to snap it quick. I formation. They get it off in time. It's a toss to Powell. And Powell gets wrapped up, and this will be the first time the Bearcats see a 4th down tonight.
I think that if he'd have picked up 1 or 2 more yards, you would have thought about it. I think it's, well, I'm not going to think because I don't see a punter running out there.
Yeah, Bearcat offense is staying on the field so far. It's 4th down and 6. So Alex Hunt and Keyshawn Malcolm both checking in. Josiah Morgan and Ahmad Hudson.
Maybe get the Rebels to jump to move it to 4th and 1, a more manageable one, or let's see what the Bearcats dial up, Kyle.
Bearcats do get the ball to start the second half. And so shotgun formation, 4th down and 6. Ball at the Rebel 49-yard line. Hartwell takes the snap. Quick screen caught by Powell. Powell with one stiff arm, stays on his feet, and he is not going to get it. Gets 2 yards on the play, and it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Rebels will get it at their own 46-yard line, picking up a little momentum here in this second quarter of play.
Yeah, they are, but I think that the offense, obviously we didn't end with a touchdown or any points whatsoever, so disappointed about that. But I think you were able to keep your defense on the sideline enough to catch a breath, get their legs, and then stop the Rebels on this drive.
Take a Southern States equipment call to the sidelines down to Toby Nations. And Toby, Dalen, he's always going to make that first man miss, but great job by West Monroe crashing towards the football.
Yeah, Rob Artledge does a good job with his defense. I mean, those kids, they were hustling to get to the ball, hoping he could break it, but just wasn't able to. Gave the defense a little bit longer to rest.
First down and 10, West Monroe at their own 46-yard line. 11:06 to go in the first half. Bearcats lead 14-7. Shotgun set for Guillo. And he will hand it off to McNeil. McNeil goes up the middle, still going, 40, 35, 30. And McNeil is going to score, and the Rebels have a chance to tie this one up.
I was going to tell you on that, when you sit right close, their direct line from us, man, the offensive line from West Monroe is so much bigger than our defensive line. Those are some big guys out there. You mentioned they have 136 on the roster, but very big. I bet they outweigh, their offensive line outweighs our defensive line by quite a bit.
Got a ball game here tonight, folks, and the West Monroe Rebels, after trailing 14-0, have scored on back-to-back touchdown drives. That one just one play. Point after is up, and it's good. 10:56 left to go in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Ruston 14, West Monroe 14. Back in 30 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
First Rustin invites you to join them on Sundays at 8:30, 9:45, or 11 a.m. We offer kids worship at all 3 services. On Wednesday nights, students meet at the Powerhouse. Middle school students at 5:30, high school students at 6:45. Our mission is to help you find God's plan for your life in a fun, friendly, encouraging environment. For more church info or to watch our services online, we invite you to visit fbcrustin.org. We're saving a seat for you at first.
So now the Bearcats have Dalen Powell back at the 3-yard line. 14-14 is this score. 10:56 to go in the first half of play. We will have our Thompson's Barbershop halftime show. And Toby, I'm assuming you'll have Hunter with you. You guys got a special guest tonight?
Yeah, we'll have a special guest tonight, Kyle, so looking forward to it.
All right, I love the secrecy as the ball is teed up on the 40-yard line for Davis Long. And he's going to kick this one away. His last one was a little bit low in a line drive. And I think they're going to try their best to keep it away from Powell, and they do it again, kind of a squib kick. And this will be fielded by Hunter Soto. Hunter at the 25 to the 30. Gets to the 32-yard line, and the Bearcats have 1st and 10 with 10:50 to go in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. State Farm agent Kim Dupree has 2 locations, 1001 Trenton Street in Ruston and 101 West 5th Street in El Dorado. Contact Kim Dupree for all your insurance needs.
And no doubt about it, you thought this wasn't going to be a barn burner. 14-0, how long that lasted. You loved the Bearcats going up 28-0, but now you got a ball game at 14-14, which is exactly what we thought it would be. Now the Bearcats have to answer that scoring drive and do get the ball, like you said, Kyle, to start the second half.
First down and 10, I formation, 2 tight end set. Hartwell hands it off to Powell, and Powell gets into the second level of the defense to the 39-yard line. Make that the 38, and that'll be a 6-yard pickup, second down and 4. So second down and 4, ball at the Ruston 38-yard line. Ruston was forced to punt it away. With the way the district schedule has worked over the last few years, we haven't had West Monroe in Ruston since 2022, 3 years ago. We've gone over to Rebel Stadium 2 years in a row. Handoff to the fullback, Lander Smith. And he'll get tripped up after a first down. That's right.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, man. I know we went last year because we had little problems, but we won the game. But someone left a computer, Kyle. But here's the thing.
You keep blaming me for – you can only blame me for food picks. That's it.
I will tell you, it is really crazy when that happens and you go there multiple times. Great to have him here at Hall Scare. At 22, that was the year we actually broke the streak, wasn't it?
Correct. So first down and 10 for the Bearcats at their own 44-yard line. Shotgun formation. A lot of space between the corner and Josiah Morgan. Handoff to Powell. And Powell gets tackled, and he'll fall near the 50-yard line, down at the 49, a 5-yard gain on the play.
Really interesting, Kyle, how they balance it with Earl Chubb Griffin, balancing where we're going to run Powell, up the middle or to the outside. Now, where the most success happens, of course, we'll see, but generally to the outside. But running him up the middle, he was successful on that carry.
Second down and 5, ball at the 49-yard line on the Bearcat side of the 50. Trying to see if we can get a score on Ash and Neville here shortly. Bearcats and the Rebels are tied here with 9 minutes left to go in the first half of play. 3-receiver set. Hartwell from the gun. He'll drop back to throw, and he is going to be sacked, and he just throws it on the ground, and they're going to have to decide if this is going to be intentional grounding or not.
You had Keyshawn Malcolm about 7 yards away, and I think they're going to say that was in the vicinity.
So that'll be third down and 5.
Neville is up 14-0 over Ash with 11:16 to play in the second quarter.
Rebels are hoping for an intentional grounding flag. It does not appear that they're going to get one. No, there it is. They're going to call intentional grounding. So it'll be a loss of down, and instead of 3rd and 5, it's going to be 3rd down and probably third down and 15, it looks like. This brings the ball back to the Rustin 34-yard line. No, it's going to be third down and 20.
I didn't think that was that bad of a call because Keyshawn was really in the middle of the field and that ball went to the right a little bit. So it wasn't an egregious call against the Bearcats.
The flag was in a really bad spot for you and me here in the press booth. We all of a sudden looked down and boom, there it was. Shotgun formation, third down and really long. Hartwell steps up. And finds Powell, hits him in stride. It's a first down and some more. Dalen Powell tackled down at the 25-yard line. But with, I believe, a flag has been thrown, and Jared Ball wants an explanation.
Oh, he's livid because that is way in the backfield around the 30-yard line. And I think you get a false start back there.
We'll see what the white hat calls. This is going to negate the first down. Holding on the offense. And so third down and 20 is now going to be third down and probably it's going to be about third down and 30. Yeah. So 8:42 left to go in the first half of play. Ruston 14, West Monroe 14. This is all the way back at the 24-yard line. And unfortunately for Rustin, that holding call negated a first down. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side. New tailback in as well for the Bearcats. That's Cole Gray. And Hartwell takes the snap. Rebels rush 3. And he'll fire one down to Hudson, and Hudson does catch it.
I don't know how. I do not know how.
And a flag is thrown on the sideline. He does have the first.
I hate to interrupt you. I don't know how he caught that football, but he did. But here's the thing. I want to go back to that holding call. The reason I thought that was an egregious call because it was almost like a jailbreak screen type, and we didn't hold the ball that long. But, man, what a catch.
Well, and if this stays, it's going to be first down and 10 after a gain of 32.
But you declined the penalty.
I imagine so. Pass interference, and it will be against the defense. They'll decline it, and it will be first and 10. My goodness, they convert a 3rd and 30.
I don't know how Big Six does it. I don't know how he makes that catch. You go back to his basketball upbringing, but he had his eyes on the ball. That's why he's a great rebounder. But people just don't make those catches. Well, yeah, he does.
First down and 10, fresh set of downs for the Bearcats on the Rebel 43-yard line. Alex Hunt, the man in motion. This drive has been saved by a third down conversion from 30 yards away. Hartwell, now he's going to the end zone to Morgan. Josiah Morgan catches it inside the 5 and down at the 1-yard line. Back-to-back long passes by Sam Hartwell has set the Bearcats up. First and goal on the 1-yard line.
I kind of wish momentum. You give a guy who makes a catch like that, give him the touchdown. But, man, what a great catch. Now Bearcats could just take time and let that play clock run down, Kyle. We wondered how they were going to answer it once the game was tied. Far different what happened in the Ash game.
First and goal for the Bearcats. And how deflating must that be if you're the Rebels? You've scored 2 consecutive touchdowns. It's 3rd and 30, and you can't convert. Goal line formation. Hartwell hands it off to Powell. Falls forward. Dalen Powell, his 3rd touchdown of the first half. And the Bearcats get the lead back. One-yard touchdown run by Dalen Powell with 7:18 to go in the first half of play. Let's go down to Toby Nations. Toby, how many times do you see 3rd and 30 converted and then another 30-yard pass on back-to-back plays?
Yeah, just a great job of the Bearcats there answering the bell. I mean, they needed it. They're back in it. Our momentum is back on our side, so good job for the Bearcats.
Joaquin Ramos in to attempt the point after. You hear the fight song for the Bearcats in the background. The point after is up, and it is good. 7:18 to go in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Bearcats up 21-14. Dalen Powell with his 3rd touchdown of the half. Back after this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
You work hard, you save, you do your best. But have you ever stopped to ask, is it going to be enough? I'm Luke Madden, financial advisor with Eagle Strategies and founder of Elm Financial. Here at Elm Financial, I help families and business owners all across North Louisiana get clarity and peace of mind about their financial future. We call it planning by design and not by default. Check us out today at lukemadden.com, where you can schedule your strategy session. That's lukemadden.com. Go Bearcats!
Joaquin Ramos to kick this one off. The Bearcats get a 68-yard touchdown drive. Did they have to work for that one. 7 plays, including one of those, was a 3rd and 30 conversion for a first down. Kickoff fielded at the 5-yard line to be returned to about the 15. And still going but spinning into the tackler. That's Trez Davis, and now a flag is thrown near the pile.
Okay, I'm just going to guess and speculate that it's going to be a face mask on the Bearcats, the way that the running back was spun around, and there were 7 Bearcats and 1 Rebel on the play, so there's really no way it could be on the Rebels from who threw the flag.
Well, they'll talk it over. We'll see. Of course, the ref mic working here flawlessly as always.
Hasn't always been the case. It was a work in progress. Going to echo.
I was giving you the high road. Oh, they're calling that on the return team, I believe. Wow. So there's a surprise for you.
All right. There were 7 Bearcats, 1 Rebel, and the 1 Rebel grabbed the face mask of the Bearcats. So I thought it was wrong once, but I was mistaken. So there, I'll take that being wrong, so move that one back.
Interesting penalties tonight. Of course, one of them was a penalty that saved a turnover inside the 5-yard line. It kept let the Bearcats keep the ball, and then they were able to drive the football down the field for 97 yards for a touchdown. And then this one, like, you don't hardly ever see face masks called on the return team. That's the 5-yard variety. It'll be first down and 10 Rebels at their own 13. Shotgun formation. Pawnee in the backfield with Gio. Pawnee already with a long touchdown run. And he'll be tackled at the 18-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play, second down and 5.
think it was Miles Brown and number 0 in on the tackle for the Bearcats. Again, I'm going to go back to Toby here in a little bit and ask him, does it seem like the Bearcats are stripping? Is the ball almost coming out? Because I think maybe they've seen something on stripping when 22 has a carry.
We'll go to Toby right after this. Shotgun formation. 1 receiver, 2 each side. Gio tries to see if he can get anybody to jump off for a free first down, and Bearcats backed off just in time. 6.5 minutes left to go in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Bearcats up 21-14 on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. Gio bobbles the snap, still able to haul it in, and a great throw and a catch by Davis. That'll be a first down pickup on the play. Trez Davis, boy, a dangerous wide receiver for this Rebel offense. Let's go down to Toby Nations. Toby.
Hey, Kyle, Nick, I mean, that's what you're seeing. The Bearcats are trying to strip the ball instead of make the tackle, and Pawnee was able to pick up an extra 2 or 3 yards.
So a first down gain on the play, and it will be Gio on a RPO, and he's going to go and he only had 1 tackle to break, gets about 14 on the play. 1st and 10 Rebels at their own 45-yard line.
And I'm watching Davis. I'm kind of been spotting on him on his plays. It was like about an 8 to 10, that time a 12-yard cushion on Davis. Wonder what the philosophy is on that, but did you see if that was just a misnomer? And but Davis getting quite a bit of a cushion.
First down and 10 Rebels at their own 45. Shotgun set, 2 receivers near side. Hand off to Pawnee. He'll bounce outside, and Pawnee tackled after a 2-yard pickup on the play to his own 47-yard line.
Looks like Cam Dean, Imani Dean, number 25, is the defensive back covering Davis.
So 2nd and 8, clock continuing to move here. And again, as we said earlier, Bearcats will get the ball to start the second half of play. 2nd down and 8, shotgun formation for the Rebels. And it is a run for Pawnee to the near side. Pawnee gets past midfield, 45-40, still going up the near sideline. Finally tackled by Aiden Adams for the Bearcats, but another terrific run by Christian Pawnee sets West Monroe up first down and 10.
Yeah, it did. Christian, great job, moved to the outside, powerful and with speed. So good run for Pawnee as the Rebels in business here with 5:14 remaining in the first half. Again, Bearcats do get the ball to start the second half, but you'd love to keep the Rebels out of the end zone and take a lead into half.
Both of these offenses just doing a great job of gashing both the respective defenses here in this first half of play. We'll see who makes the most adjustments during halftime. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers far side, Pawnee in motion. Gio takes the snap, play fake, and it will be a wheel route up, incomplete. Great coverage by Miles Brown to knock that away. And even more impressive, no flag thrown. That was intended for Kedrian McNeil, and he'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Miles on an island by himself, did the old basketball, get your fist in for him, turn your palm over, and was able to get up and knock the ball away. Just a great job.
So 2nd down and 10, the clock stops, 4:47 to go in the second quarter. Bearcats up 21-14 over the West Monroe Rebels. Rustin trying to win its 4th game in a row over West Monroe. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers far side. Hand off to Pawnee. He'll bounce outside. 20, 15, 10. Inside the 5, Christian Pawnee with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And West Monroe has a chance to tie it with 4:40 to go in the half.
Yeah, Darius Woods, no match for Pawnee out there. No contact made, and he's able to get by and get into the end zone.
So 4:40 to go.
Look how this goes back to that offensive line for West Monroe. They outsize our defensive line. They're able to create a hole for Pawnee as he's able to get positive yards. It's tough for our defensive backs to bring him down.
Point after coming up for the Rebels. The kick is up and splits the uprights. 4:40 to go in the first half. Ruston 21, West Monroe 21. Bearcats will be getting the ball back after this. Back in 30 seconds. This is Ruston football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Ruston I activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Ruston I graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with family fireworks. Ford family says go big Rustin.
Missed tackles there. That's the second time Christian Pawnee has been able to run off a long touchdown run, and it's not like the Bearcats have not gotten to him to try to bring him down.
Yeah, it kind of looks like when we were playing Ash, they just keep stretching us, and we're not tackling very well.
Hunter Fox comes in to kick the point afters, and Davis Long with the kickoffs, and this is his best one so far tonight. Powell fields this at the 1-yard line. Dalen Powell, near side to the 15. Follows some blocks. There he goes. 30, 35. What a move by Powell, and he's free. 35, 30, 20, 10, 5. 99-yard touchdown return for Dalen Powell. 4 first-half touchdowns, and the Bearcats back up.
Well, I'm glad I didn't say what I thought, because I was going to say, Dalen, maybe you want to let that one bounce into the end zone and get a touchback. So, no, don't know everything. But what the beauty of it to watch on that run, Kyle, is he looked at the holes prior to where he was going to go and just made that happen. Incredible what you're witnessing today. One of the great running backs going to go down. It's one of the great running backs, joins the list of others. But Dalen Powell with a great run.
Just a sophomore. 2 touchdown runs. 1 punt return, now 1 kick return. And to quote Nick Brown, you can't have a 99-yard kickoff return if you don't what?
Start on the 1.
Point after by Joaquin Ramos. This one is up, and it's good. Bearcats up 28-21. We'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. 4:24 left to go in the first half of play.
Okay, now you're looking at what your game plan is, what you're doing offensively is working, what you're doing special teams is working. What can you do different here now? Is it time to sneak and steal a possession on an onside kick? You get the ball to start the second half. Would this be that time to do that? Because right now you have to make a defensive adjustment because the offensive line for West Monroe is so big, creating those gaps for Pawnee. And quite frankly, we're having trouble bringing the 5'9", 222-pound bowling ball down, and he's got good speed.
A pair of touchdowns for Christian Pawnee. And Kevin McNeil also with one as well tonight. And those have all come on fairly long runs. It's not like West Monroe has put together long drives to get these going. So 4:24 to go in the first half. Bearcats up 28-21. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Our second quarter brought to you by Kim Dupree State Farm. Joaquin Ramos to kick it away. I believe that's Trez Davis to return. Onside attempt, and it's going to bounce up. Rustin recovers! Oh, my! Alex Hunt recovers it for the Bearcats in Rebel territory. A beautiful onside executed to perfection.
Yeah, and you would have tossed a little credit over here this way. I mean, you did the voice that out too, executed to perfection. But here's what you're thinking. You think you got to catch the Rebels off guard. You got to steal a possession. You haven't been able to stop them, and that's exactly what they did. And we've seen Ramos, been kicking for quite a few years now, execute that. And I want to tell you, if you lined up, I'd love to see a race between the speedy receivers that we have, Alex Hunt, Josiah, you go through, but a great one. Now with 4:22, score again. If you go back in with that 2-touchdown lead that you had built up, it has to be deflating for the West Monroe Rebels.
Toby Nations, since he's walked into the press box, Rustin has returned a kickoff for 99 yards and now just recovered the onside kick. Toby can't leave anymore for the rest of the night. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Hartwell from the gun. He'll go over the top to Hudson, and it is almost intercepted. A terrific play on defense by Maddox Cobbs.
And Maddox has let everybody know, but I think that's going to draw the attention of, Ahmad's looking back now because the little erased, hand gesture, so I got him. I got to talk to Toby because I did the sidelines for here and Louisiana Tech. We're going to have to get Toby out for the coin toss.
Good point. Yeah, maybe for the playoffs, which are hopefully starting in 2 weeks. If the Bearcats can win tonight, they're already number 1 in the power rankings. It would be the 4th year in a row that the Bearcats start with a first-round bye. And they're not guaranteed to lose the first round bye if they lose tonight, but you can control your own destiny here for playoff seeding. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers again for Hartwell. Handoff, no, quarterback keeper. Hartwell cuts it back up, hit at the 35, and he'll fall forward to the 34. 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
A good run just to keep them honest. They all keyed on Dalen Powell, but he was not able to turn the corner fast enough to pick up more yards, but a good play call from Earl Griffin.
So 3rd down and 8, ball at the Rebel 34-yard line. .345 to go in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Bearcats up 28-21, and they've got it at the Rebel 34. Hartwell with 10 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap, steps up, goes over the top, and it is incomplete, intended for Hudson. And Hudson wanted, I think he was, thought that he might have been a little
tug and hold on the jersey, preventing from making. Not sure if he could have made the catch, but nonetheless, Bearcats, I think, are in 4-down territory because you're looking at a field goal of what the ball's on the
51.
Yeah, 51 yards. So no, I think you're in 4-down territory.
So Rustin has converted a 3rd and 30. Let's see if they can convert a 4th and 8. All 4 touchdowns have come from Dalen Powell. Empty backfield, 5 receivers set for Hartwell. We'll take the snap from the gun. Drops back with some time, goes towards the end zone, and it is incomplete. He had his receiver, and that was intended for Powell, and it'll be incomplete. Turnover on downs for the second time tonight for Ruston. West Monroe has it 1st and 10 at their own 33.
Yeah, I didn't see where Hudson was on that play. West Monroe has done a good job. You see a couple of catches from Hudson tonight, but had Powell streaking down the middle of the field on the post route, just unfortunately overthrew him. Now the Bearcats have 3:27 to keep these Rebels off the board. Maybe get it back, have a full allotment. Both teams with a full allotment. And it's not been. It's almost like an arena football league tonight, 28-21 here, both teams with 3 timeouts.
1st down and 10, ball at the 34-yard line for the West Monroe Rebels. Bearcats get the cowbells going over in the home stand. Shotgun formation for Gio, and he will hand it off to McNeil, and he'll get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play, might have even lost one. So 2nd down and 11, again, Toby Nations, Hunter Smith. Hunter will be tonight celebrating, obviously, his oldest son, Lander Smith, the honored at senior night tonight pregame. And a special guest. Shotgun formation. So special, we don't know who it is. Trez Davis will take the sweep, and Bearcats read it perfectly. Tackle made by Caden Gray for Rustin. No gain on the play, 3rd down and 11.
And think about it, still 2:43. We know Bearcats aren't going to call a timeout here. Keep the timeouts.
So if West Monroe lets the play clock go all the way down before they snap, it will be 2 minutes left to go in the half. I think the calculus for Coach Ball and the team is that they want to try to hold on to those timeouts and run their 2-minute offense the best they can, but you got to get the stop first. 3rd down and 11. Ball on the 33-yard line for the Rebels. Shotgun formation. Gio back to throw. Has some time. Steps up. Fires downfield, has a man wide open, and he catches it. 30, 25, 20, and it's going to be a touchdown for Jordan Coleman. Minute 57 to go in the half. West Monroe could tie this up.
I don't see how Coleman got so wide open, but Bearcats missed an assignment because there was no one near him.
Hunter Foxon to attempt the point after to try to tie this up. And again, it was another big play for a touchdown for West Monroe. Point after is up. And it's good. 28-28, minute 57 left to go in the half. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Looking for the best bite in Ruston? At Flying Burger, we're serving up fresh made-to-order burgers, hand-battered seafood, crispy fries, and more. All with fast, friendly service. At Flying Burger, we grind our meat in-house daily, never frozen.
We're proud to be voted #1 for burgers and seafood in the area. Flying Burger is locally owned and operated by Ruston High alum and 1982 state football champion Scott Braswell. Whether you're grabbing lunch, dinner, or feeding your Friday night football crew, do it with Flying Burger.
Well, outside of this game that you're listening to or watching right now, the only other score that matters tonight, Ash is trailing Neville 21-0 in the first half. We are tied 28-28 with 1:57 left to go in the first half of play. West Monroe, head coach DeMichael Dizer in his first season for the Rebels. And they have come to the Hoss to play tonight. Hunt fields it at the 20-yard line. Alex Hunt cuts it back up, 25, still on his feet, and he's tripped up at the 28-yard line. So Rustin with 3 timeouts and 1:50 on the clock.
Kyle, you go back to that last possession with the lead and the football after the onside kick. Did you throw it a little bit more than normally try to go for that knockout? But I think it goes back to what we saw against Ash. If you run the ball 3 straight times, it's like you're just putting your, taking your foot off the gas a little bit. I think that's one thing that we're going for, a knockout punch here. You've got 2 heavyweight fighters going here tonight, very much improved West Monroe team, and these teams almost identical.
Shotgun formation, designed run for the quarterback. Hartwell 35-40, midfield 45-40, 35, knocked out of bounds at the 33. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats after Hartwell took a spill into the kicking net. He looks like he's okay.
Ramos going to check on, not sure if he was going to check on Hartwell or his net, but he checked on both. He was multitasking. But a good run, good play call on that one. Totally caught the Rebels off guard. Hartwell looked good on that carry.
1st down and 10. Bearcats recovered an onside after their last touchdown, unable to get the ball into the end zone, so they stole a possession but didn't steal a score. And we have a timeout. So 1:42 left to go in the first half. West Monroe actually took the timeout, so that's a little bit of chess right now. Rustin gets to save the timeouts, but I think West Monroe is thinking, hey, let's try to get this, even if they score, let's try to get this ball back, because neither team has really been able to stop each other.
I think you got to get back and make your offense. You're saying, hey, we're doing great there, but defense is going to be biggest adjustments here in the second half. I mean, you look at the positive Bearcats. Bearcats can score here. Hopefully score with no time on the clock. Don't give the ball back to West Monroe, and then you get the ball to start the second half, build a 14-point lead.
So if you look at the drives tonight, no drive for either team has gone more than 4 minutes. And that's not, I know that's not what this Rustin coaching staff was hoping for tonight. Obviously they're happy with the points, but they've got to put some methodical drives together to get this defense a break. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers set. Hartwell 1st and 10 after the long run. Ten seconds on the play clock. Hartwell, quick toss. Caught over the middle underneath by Hudson, still breaking tackles. Gets the 1st down, stops at the 23-yard line. Make that the 22, a 12-yard gain on the play.
And you look at those receivers you have: Alex Hunt, Keshawn Malcolm, Josiah Morgan, and, of course, Ahmad Hudson. You got 4 capable receivers. They're going to go – now they're going to put Powell in the backfield on this one.
Under 90 seconds to go in the half. Bearcats in striking distance. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. Quick toss to the running back. Powell catches it to the 20-yard line. Wisely does not try to go out of bounds. Gets 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6. And now, Rustin called a timeout.
That was the same play, Kyle, that we ran on 4th down and weren't able to convert it when he broke 1 tackle. But he broke 1 tackle there and picked up a few more yards. So right now you're comfortably in Joaquin Ramos's field goal range, number 1. So you're in the range.
Right. And that's why Jared Ball is the head coach and I'm up here in the stands. I would have thought, you know what, let the clock keep moving. The Bearcats have done a great job of moving the football here on this drive, but they do take the timeout. They're going to slow some things down. 1:15 left to go in the first half of play. We're tied at 28, and it has just been a slugfest here tonight at James Field at Haas Garrett Stadium.
Neville is up 21-0 on Ash, and that is perplexing to me. I think that we got the absolute best, but you often hear coaches, we got the best of Ash that night, period, the end. But you also hear coaches talk about matchups.
Yep, rock, paper, scissors.
You just don't match up well with them.
And that's why this district is a complete casserole of nonsense as far as who's going to win. We have no idea until it hits triple zeros between these two games. I formation. 2nd and 5. Hand off to Powell. Powell falls forward. Gets 1 on the play. And that'll be 3rd down and 4. Clock is still going. Now we're at 1 minute remaining. Again, tied 28-28 here in the Kim Dupree State Farm. 2nd quarter. And the Thompsons halftime show coming up after this. 3rd down and 4. Shotgun set for the Bearcats. Hartwell goes into the end zone to Morgan, and oh my goodness, if he caught that. Catch of the year for Josiah Morgan in traffic over the back of the defender, and the Bearcats get back up. My goodness, Josiah Morgan with a terrific play, and the Bearcats back on top 34-28 with 39 seconds to go in the first half. So somebody not named Dalen Powell scores a touchdown for Ruston. And as Nick Brown said earlier, Bearcats are slated to get the ball back to start the second half of play. Point after is up. Point after is good. Bearcats up 35-28. Back in 30 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com. Those are very nice. Those are super nice. Another touchdown drive for the Bearcats. This one, 1:07, 5 plays. Josiah Morgan with a 16-yard touchdown grab. Already had the catch of the year for the Bearcats against Neville for the go-ahead score near the end of that one. And that time, the acrobatic catch of the year over the back of his defender puts the Bearcats up 35-28. That one from 16 yards out. Again, our scoring drives brought to you by our friends at Smoothie King. Bradley Walker here in Ruston, Louisiana, class of 2000. And that graduating class is having our reunion this weekend. 25 years, 5 years too late for our 20th one, but that, of course, was cut short by COVID.
You know, most classes try to get their reunion in on homecoming.
Well, that's why the class of 2000 is so special.
Yeah.
We let everybody else have homecoming. We take senior night.
We have our own senior night is for us.
First down and 10 for the Rebels. 39 seconds left to go in the first half of play.
Now, how beauty of that, I'm sorry to interrupt you, that ball bounced into the end zone for a touchback and not a penalty. That's another break the Bearcats have caught.
That's the difference between 15 yards. This one starts at the 20 instead of the 35.
I believe I would keep an eye on number 11 if I'm the Bearcats. He's over here by himself near us.
Yeah, Jordan Coleman already has a long touchdown grab for West Monroe to tie it up. And Gio, jailbreak screen to Davis, and Davis spins, still on his feet, and tackled at the 36-yard line. 6-yard pickup on the play. The Rebels are
going to call a timeout here for sure.
So 2nd down and 4. Well, you say that. They have not tried to call one yet, and again, they've only got 2 left to go here in the first half.
Well, that's ultimate optimism, saving the timeouts here with 12 seconds.
And Coleman, you can see him over here shrugging his shoulders at his sideline, like, why are we not calling a timeout?
Well, he held up timeout, so good thing the head coach can only be the one, or coach can call it.
2nd and 4, handoff up the middle, and Pawnee tackled.
And there the ball comes out.
They're going to say that he was down. The ball did pop out. But that's going to do it for the first half of play. The Bearcats do take the lead, 35-28. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, it'll be the Thompson's Barbershop halftime show. Back after this, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer, Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Y'all hear good? Huh?
And it's now time to present our seniors from our spirit groups, beginning first with our Bearcat Bells. First up, Kylie Foster, escorted tonight by Dad Blake Foster, Mom Erin Foster, class of 1999, and Sister Kinsley Foster, class of 2024. Miss Kylie Foster. Senior Caroline Simmons, escorted by Dad Cullen Simmons, class of 1998, Mom Leah Simmons, class of 2000, Brother Jake Simmons, class of 2025, and Sister Anna, current sophomore at Ruston High School. Miss Caroline Simmons. And now your senior cheerleaders. Senior Layla Garner, escorted by her father Lawrence Garner, mother Quinita Lewis Garner, and sister Isis Lewis. Miss Layla Garner. Miss Ella Love, escorted by her mother Dewana Furler, a 1994 graduate of Rustin High, and her father Daniel Love, a 1985 graduate. Miss Emma Love. Miss Camille Meyer, captain, escorted by her parents Ricky and Tracy Meyer. Miss Camille Meyer. Miss Amaya Major, co-captain, escorted by her mother Jeanette Sly, her father William Major, and siblings Brimley and Devin Major, class of 2027. Miss Amaya Major. Elena Maryland, escorted by her mother, Andrea Maryland, and brother Chase Maryland, class of 2024. Elena Maryland. Sarah Kate Taylor, escorted by her mother, Angie Taylor, a 1997 Ruston High graduate, and her father, Chris Taylor, along with her brothers, Jack Henry and John Robert Taylor. Miss Sarah Kate Taylor. Landry Tyler, co-captain, escorted by her mother, Suzanne Tyler, a 1997 Ruston graduate, and father, Matt Tyler. Landry is also joined by her brother, Jake Tyler, a 2025 Ruston High School graduate. Landry Tyler. And now our pond line members. Jacera Green is being escorted by her mother, Safara Houston, class of 2006, her stepdad, Emmanuel Harris, and her brother, Jamal Houston, class of 2025. Jacera Green. Kaleri Hunter is being escorted by her mother, Valerie Hunter, and Aunt Brianna Thomas, class of 2018. And her siblings, Zakevius Hunter, class of 24, Lanaya Robinson, class of 26, and Amelia Morgan. Miss Kaleri Hunter. Juanica Rogers is being escorted by her mother, Fontella Rogers, and her grandfather, Anthony Whitfield, along with her siblings, Denicia Rabb, class of 18, Quinique Lenore, class of 19, Kayla Gray, class of 27, and Avanta Rogers, class of 20. Quinica Rogers. And now our band members. Nema Arnold, playing the tenor, escorted by parents Thomas and Tisha Arnold. Corey Brown Jr., playing trombone and serving as brass captain, escorted by parents Corey Brown Sr. and Anquanetta Pruitt. Brothers Bryceland and Jacorian Brown. Kaylin Burnham, playing baritone and serving as section leader, escorted by parents Jamie and Justin Burnham. Major Dias, playing horn, escorted by parents Billy and Michelle Dias. Kiera Godwin, playing flute, escorted by parents Philip and Alicia Godwin. Marlon Grant, playing trumpet and serving as section leader, escorted by D'Angela Hunter. Nick Hernandez, flagline, escorted by sister Lady Hernandez. Cole Holloway, playing trumpet, serving as section leader, escorted by parents Carlton Holloway and Brandy McLean, sister Lainey Holloway. Damian Nash, playing snare drum and serving as drum captain, escorted by parents Danny and Danielle Nash, and brothers Dylan, graduated in 2022, who was also in the Ruston High School band, and Ben Nash. Kaylee Nishi, playing flute, serving as section leader, escorted by Jackie Thompson. James Peterson, serving as assistant drum major, escorted by parents Jonathan and Sherry Peterson. Bryn Rege, playing baritone, escorted by parents Gordon and Courtney Rege. Clayton Risher, playing trombone, escorted by parents Shelley Henry. Kendrick Smith, playing clarinet and serving as staff manager, escorted by Christy Hunter. Miles Speed, flagline, escorted by parents Samuel and Colleen Speed. Alvaro Vidal Jr. on cymbal, escorted by parents Alvaro Sr., Maria Vidal, sisters CeeLo Vidal. Aiden White, playing trumpet, escorted by parents Dr. Kevin and Alice White, and brother Daniel White. Jaden Windsor, serving as drum major, escorted by parents Jessica Mayfield and Jason Dade, and brother Jordan Windsor. And Chloe Young, playing clarinet and serving as woodwind captain, escorted by parents Casey and Leah Young, and brother Dylan Young, class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for our senior class of 2025. And now the Bearcat Bells will perform their dance to Proud Mary. The Bearcat Bells are led by Captain Caroline Simmons and co-captains Kylie Foster and Sylvia Lackey. Bearcat fans, you know what time it is. The Ruston High School Bearcat Marching Band is ready to light up your halftime. They're here to drop some throwback jams and high-energy hits. We'll have you dancing in your seat. We're kicking things off with a song that defines the word groove. Back in 1990, Velvet DeVoe dropped this track and changed to R&B forever. It's funky, it's slick, and it's dangerously catchy. Bearcat fans, here comes Poison. Okay, Bearcat fans, get off your seat on your feet. It's time for the Cat Spell Out. Okay, Bearcat fans, give me a C. Give me an A. Give me a T. Give me an S. What's that spell? Louder. One more time. Ruston High School band is under the field command of Jake Winter and James Peterson. Women's captain is Cody Young. Men's captain is Corey Brown. Runner captain is Damian Knight. Color captain is Amalani Reyes. Co-captain is Sarah Layton. The band staff manager is Captain Jeff. The RHS band directors, Mrs. Walter Moss. Ruston Junior High band directors, Mr. Colin Franklin. Drumline coach is Maddie Palmer, assisted by Aaron Chris. Grandparent organization president is Tisha Arnold. And I am DJ Jazzy Jeff, the voice of the Bearcat band. Good night.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care, where every smile has a story.
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson Physical Therapy.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High Athletics. As a proud community partner and supporter of local education, we're excited to cheer on the Bearcats. Experience uncommon banking today at Louisiana National Bank. To learn more, visit ln.bank.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates, with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstorageruston.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today.
This Barbershop halftime show. The second half is getting ready to get off and underway. Kyle Roberts alongside Nick Brown. W Nation's heading back down to the sidelines. Travis Cannon on stats for us. Matthew Carswell just doing anything that we ask him to do as always. And so, again, this is the last game of the 2025 regular season. Both of these teams are locked in to the for the playoffs. The Bearcats at the top of the power rankings. If they win, they for sure will get a first-round bye. If the catch is made on special teams, and the Bearcats have a chance at a good return here, getting back to the 45-yard line, and that was Davis DeMoss who returned it, and now West Monroe tried the bubble kick. The Bearcats up 35-28 as the second half starts, and Rustin does have the ball to start this half.
So you go back, and I always liked a team that tried to press because if you press a pressing team, I love it. And here's the deal. You're going to do a bubble kick, and we look at the experience that Davis DeMoss has gotten when Dalen was out and also with JV, and he knew exactly what to do, get the ball and run straight forward.
If you're just joining us, the Bearcats, of their 5 touchdowns, 4 of those came from Dalen Powell. 2 rushing touchdowns, a punt return, and a kickoff return for a TD. And then Josiah Morgan with 39 seconds left to go in the half with a 16-yard acrobatic touchdown grab. It's an option for the Bearcats. And the quarterback keeps it Hartwell. 40-yard line, still going 35, down at the 31-yard line. Big gain on the play for the Bearcats of 22 yards for Sam Hartwell. It'll be first down and 10. And no, West Monroe says they have the ball, and I think they do.
You know, I didn't see the fumble. I did not see the replay, but they're going to say it. They're going to get together. It'll be interesting to see what they say.
So the ruling on the field is a fumble and recovered by West Monroe. That was a great run.
Yeah, Bearcats have a player down on the field, Kyle.
So, wow, that will absolutely, you go from about a 21-yard gain on the play by Sam Hartwell, and then the first play from scrimmage to start the second half, West Monroe recovers, and they'll have 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
I did not see the fumble.
That is Nick Hawk for the Bearcats, who's getting up on his own accord and gingerly walking over towards the sideline. And now the Bearcat defense is going to have to dig deep here.
And you go through this is what adjustments were made by defensive coordinator Marcus Yanez here, because this West Monroe team had over 200 yards on the ground during the first half, Kyle.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near side for Gio. Play fake. No, a handoff to Pawnee. That was an excellent fake by the quarterback, but Pawnee not able to get anything going. In fact, he loses a yard on the play.
You go back, I'm sorry. But do you make adjustments? Yes. Or do you just do what you're supposed to do and do it better and wrap up and make that tackle? And Pawnee is a tough guy to bring down.
Our third quarter is brought to you by Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin. Nick Brown's going to tell you more about them in a minute. 2nd down and 11.
Absolutely, I will. I tell you what, Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin. Ponchatoula's located on Park Avenue, and they serve a variety. Great Cajun, tell you what, best fried green tomatoes on the planet. And then you can go to Log Cabin and get your Tex-Mex out on the Farmerville Highway. That's Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin, and they say go Bearcats.
2nd down and 11. Quarterback keeper for Gio's got some space. 30 to the 35, and at the 36-yard line. So that'll be about a 7-yard gain on the play, brings up 3rd down and 4.
Gio did a good job when the Bearcats went to tackle and protected the football. So Bearcats have to hold here, force the Rebels to punt, Kyle.
3rd down and 4. 10:30 left to go in the third quarter. Brought to you by Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin. Our scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Bearcats lead 35-28. Shotgun set for Gio. Drops back. Quick screen. Pass caught by Davis, and he gets the first down still going. Trez Davis to the 45-40. 35. What a move to the 25-yard line. Still going for a first down. He was in the backfield, and the Bearcats were all over him, and he broke free. What a great play by Trez Davis.
I will tell you what, breaking tackles, you go through, and the Bearcats just are not tackling well this evening, Kyle.
So 1st down and 10 at the Rustin 16-yard line. Another 3rd down conversion for the Rebels. Shotgun formation. Handoff to Pawnee. Full head of steam, and Christian Pawnee gets a 4-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 6.
Two plays that really are huge tonight. Not being able to capitalize on the onside kick, and then not capitalizing having the ball, the turnover on the first possession of the second half.
So 2nd down and 7. Two receivers near side. This West Monroe drive was set up by a fumble by the Bearcats. Oh, and a broken play. Gio, he thought Pawnee was going to go to his right, and instead Pawnee went to the left, and Gio wisely just holds onto the football, and he'll lose one. 3rd down and 8. And you're well within range for Hunter Fox, who we expect to be the field goal kicker tonight for the Rebels. Over on the far hash mark at this point. The first, Rustin has to stop them on 3rd down and 8, which 3rd down has not been Rustin's friend tonight on defense. Shotgun set, 2 receivers far side, 3rd and 8, ball on the Bearcat 14. Gio hands it off to Pawnee. And Pawnee gets to the 10-yard line. It's not enough for a first down, but now 3rd and 8 turns into 4th down and 2.
You haven't really stopped him. I would be surprised if I see the special teams coming on, but I believe that they are.
And so this would be a 26-yard field goal attempt. Bearcats up 35-28 in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter. 8 minutes to go here in this period. Again, 26-yard field goal attempt coming up for Hunter Fox. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Definitely has the distance, and it is good. No doubt about that one. 7:46 to go in the third quarter of play. Ruston still up 35-31, but a 26-yard field goal cuts into this Bearcat lead. Back in 30 seconds, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
Well, let's take a Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations. And, Toby, I want to go back to that Trez Davis, just a quick screen, and, boy, his yards after the catch was fantastic.
Yeah, and that's been a lot of problem for the Bearcat defense tonight. I mean, hey, we're making contact, but we're not getting them down, where we need to.
Alex Hunt's going to return this one to the 35, to the 40, and tackled at the 44-yard line. So first down and 10 coming up for the Bearcats. Pretty good field position. Alex Hunt's uncle, of course, Jack Hunt, class of 2000. He's up here in the stands as well here tonight. So it'll be first down and 10 for Rustin at their own 45.
Good job of Spurlock running down the field to block his senior, Matthew Spurlock, his brother Lane, and recognized tonight here at senior night.
Lane, a terrific musician, by the way.
I really don't think anyone has left Hoss Garrett Stadium.
Nor should they.
No.
First down and 10 for the Bearcats at their own 45-yard line. Shotgun formation. Rustin forced a field goal after fumbling on the opening play of the third quarter. Shotgun set. Hand off to Powell. Dalen Powell past midfield, and he's tackled near the sticks. It's going to be close. I think he has enough for a first down. First and 10. So first and 10. Shotgun set. Two receivers far side. Hand it off again up the middle to Powell. This time West Monroe sniffs that one out. No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
Yeah, stop Powell and a little slow getting up, so Bearcat still down, Kyle.
So Powell hops up, and he's not able to put any weight on his left foot. And now he'll go back to the turf. And so we'll have an official's timeout for an injury. We'll take it as well. 7:08 to go in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter. Bearcats 35, Rebels 31. Back in 60 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the Bearcat Nation Network.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like my own.
Well, Rustin fans, that was not what you wanted to see. Dalen Powell gets back up, and he cannot put any weight on that left foot, and he's inside the injury tent. Cole Gray checking in at tailback, and he'll take this pitch to the far side, and he'll get 6 yards on the play, brings up second down and 4. Make that third down and 4, rather.
You know, saw a little energy leave the stadium with Powell coming out of the game. Now you just got to turn and running back by committee. Powell missed a game earlier in the year. You had a Cole Gray as well as Jeremiah Freeman and Davis DeMoss.
3rd and 4, ball at the Rebel 39-yard line. Tremendous competitor, Dalen Powell, with 4 touchdowns in the first half, and his night's likely over with. Shotgun formation, Bearcats up 35-31. And it is a handoff up the middle, and Gray follows a block. He does fall forward for a first down. Huge play for the Bearcats to extend this drive. That's a Rustin first down. So 1st and 10, ball at the Rebel 34-yard line. Bearcats do have the football. I formation, 2 tight ends set for Rustin. Josiah Morgan, the far side receiver. Hartwell, play fake, rolls to his right, looks downfield, and he's just going to have to throw this away. There was kind of a scrum around the 25-yard line. I think Ahmad Hudson was still calling for the football because he ended up breaking free and having some single coverage in what would have been in the area of a first down. But instead, Hartwell, I think wisely just tosses that one out of bounds.
I agree with you on that one. They had it coverage, 2 of them on him, both lucky grabbing the shirt, but he broke free. But it was just he broke free a little too late for Hartwell. He made the right decision to get rid of the football.
2nd down and 10, ball at the Rebel 34-yard line. Shotgun formation, Cole Gray still in at running back, the junior tailback. And it's a toss to Gray. And Gray makes a good move inside the 30-yard line, down at the 28. 6-yard pickup on the play, brings up 3rd down and 4. 5:15 left to go in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin 3rd quarter. Bearcats up 35-31. West Monroe Rebels got a 26-yard field goal with 7:46 left to go in this 3rd. And now it's a shotgun set for the Bearcats. Trips near side, 1 receiver far side. Hartwell tried to draw the Rebels offsides with a penalty. Hartwell again from the gun. Drops back, has single coverage with Morgan in the end zone. Touchdown, Rustin! 28 yards to Josiah Morgan, and the Bearcats up 41-31 as we await the extra point.
It goes through. You get so much attention over on Ahmad Hudson. He was the first one running down to the end zone to congratulate Josiah Morgan. Great pass and catch from Hartwell to Morgan.
They did it for Dalen, and the Bearcats get the 6th touchdown of the night. And the point after coming up from Joaquin Ramos. We're going to keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth after this point after. This could put the Bearcats up 11 points with 4:38 to go in the 3rd quarter. It is up and it is good. And so, Nick, during that drive, sophomore Dalen Powell goes down. He's still being looked at in the injury tent. But I do want to give a tremendous amount of credit to Cole Gray for coming in and getting some chunk plays in the running game. 6 yards, 7 yards, extended the drive, and that's what set up that terrific pass to Josiah Morgan in stride into the end zone.
Well, it goes back. Your offense is not centered around, as dynamic as Dalen is, not centered around one person. And Gray went in and took advantage of the carries, but he has had experience on the varsity level this year. Twin brother plays on the defensive side of the ball, so good job by Gray, good job by Morgan. Bearcats with 11-point lead.
We're going to see if we can get an update on that Ash Neville score here very shortly. Again, Rustin now with an 11-point lead, and we'll give you that Smoothie King drive information here very shortly. As Josiah Morgan hauled in the touchdown grab. That one came from 28 yards out. 55-yard drive, 7 plays. Again, brought to you by Smoothie King. Ramos sends this one deep. And a little miscommunication between Davis and Dubose. And Dubose still on his feet, gets tackled shy of the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Rebels around the 19. Again, if district implications, Ruston would need to win and Neville would need to win for the Bearcats to be the district champions.
Neville Tigers are up 28-7 in the third quarter at Bill Ruppel Stadium.
So first down and 10, ball at the 19-yard line for West Monroe. Shotgun formation, tailback is Kedrian McNeil. 3 wide receiver look for Gio. He'll take the snap, hands it off to McNeil, and McNeil is tackled. About a 4-yard pickup on the play. We'll take a Southern. Oh no, a flag is thrown at the end of the play.
Now, they usually catch the second guy, but I did see it takes 2 to tango. I saw West Monroe wide receiver push off on the Bearcats, but not sure if that was the first or the second, so we'll see.
And it would be after the play was over with, so this is going to be second down. No, but they'll call it on Rustin, so this will go against the Bearcats.
And that's one of those ones that hurt because you just made the stop, and then that happens.
So first down and 10 for West Monroe. Ball at the Rebel 39-yard line. A very untimely penalty for the Bearcats. So shotgun formation for West Monroe. Coleman in single coverage, and it'll be a design run for Gio, and he'll get just past the line of scrimmage and built forward for a couple of extra. That'll be second down and 7. Let's take a Southern States equipment call to the sidelines down to Toby Nations. Toby, after that Dalen Powell injury, what's the energy looking like on the sidelines?
Hey, there's still good energy on the sideline. And going back to Josiah Morgan, I mean, it's good to see that, West Monroe is just going to have to pick their poison.
Second and 7, ball at the 42 for the Rebels. Shotgun formation, McNeil in motion again. Gio looking downfield. Now it's going to be a toss to the tailback. And McNeil falls past the 45 to the 47-yard line. And it'll be third down and short, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, knocked down by Keegan Goldsmith. Came across and got him from the side. I think had a one-on-one situation.
Bearcats did get a stop on the previous third down, which led to the field goal for Hunter Fox. Now that Ruston, the defense is facing a 3rd down and 2. Shotgun set. McNeil the tailback. 1 receiver far side, Trez Davis. Now man in motion is the tight end. Gio, he'll hand it off to McNeil. And McNeil, great job finding the hole, still going. 40, 35, 30. McNeil will get into the end zone for a 53-yard touchdown. Another long score for the West Monroe Rebels, and the Bearcats had contact right around the line of scrimmage.
Kyle, not a defensive coordinator. Look, the Bearcats are hitting a little bit too high. You got to hit low to bring them down, and you just can't bring these powerful running backs down from West Monroe with up top. So credit the Rebels. They took advantage of the Bearcats on that one and got the touchdown to trim this lead.
So Hunter Fox to attempt the point after. 53-yard touchdown. That's McNeil's second score of the day. His first touchdown was from 54. Point after is up, and it's good. 42 to 38. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
.240 left to go in the third quarter. West Monroe gets another touchdown, cuts the Bearcats' lead back to 4, 42 to 38. That touchdown drive, 81 yards for the Rebels. It only took 4 plays. Another squib kick, and this will be fielded at the 10-yard line. So Cole Gray is going to return this one and gets tripped up just short of the 30. So first down and 10 for Ruston. They'll have it at their own 29-yard line to see if they can answer. The touchdowns tonight for West Monroe, I'm pretty sure that not one of them has been from fewer than 28 yards, I believe. The shortest touchdown for the for the Rebels was a Christian Pawnee run. Everything else has been really big plays. But the Bearcats are still up 4 with 2:34 to go in the third quarter. I formation for Ruston. That may be Jeremiah Freeman in a tailback, and now a flag thrown. Ball start on the offense. So first and 10 now turns into first down and 15. No, that is still Cole Gray in at tailback for the Bearcats. So this backs him up to the 24. I formation, twin tight end set. Hartwell takes the snap, hands it off to his fullback, Lander Smith. Smith will get 3 yards, brings up second down and 12. Unfortunately, this half has been set up by that fumble by the Bearcats. Rustin had a terrific play, and unfortunately just ball popped out. Rebels fell on top of it. Led to a field goal and then a touchdown. So second and 12. Nearing the 2-minute mark here in the Ponchatoula's log cabin third quarter. Dalen Powell has the pads off. He will not return tonight. Shotgun formation. Good handoff. Cole Gray gets past the 30 and down to the 34-yard line. So now that's a good run, Nick. 7 yards. That brings up third down and 5.
Very hard runner. Good. Put it where you're reasonable, very manageable third down here. Alex Hunt checking in. Kishun Malcolm is as well. Of course, you'll have Josiah Morgan and Ahmad Hudson on the field for the Bearcats. Gray will be back in the backfield.
It's a big third down. Rustin needs to convert. 3rd and 5 on their own 34. Morgan goes in motion. Shotgun formation, and West Monroe takes a timeout. That is their first timeout of the second half. So minute 13 to go in the third quarter. Bearcats 42, Rebels 38. Back in 30 seconds, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
Third down and 5. West Monroe calls a timeout with a minute 13 to go in the third quarter. The Bearcats have it at their own 34-yard line. They have got to convert to keep this drive going.
You know what's crazy on this game? I think we've seen one punt tonight, and that was one Dalen took back for a touchdown. Never thought I would see 80 points scored in this game. We weren't even to the fourth quarter yet.
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers. Hartwell in the gun. Cole Gray the tailback. Now Jeremiah Freeman goes in motion, and Hartwell takes the snap. And, oh, what a nice reverse to Morgan. 40, 45, midfield, 45. Still following his blocks, and finally goes out of bounds near the Rebel 25-yard line. Another trick play call, and it pays off for the Bearcats.
I will tell you, that play call was predicated by West Monroe calling the timeout. I'm not sure that's what we would have and said, hey, you're going back into your playbook. And we talked to Jared Ball, you need to come out to sundown, the Rustin Bearcats live on Tuesday nights at 6:30.
Great turkey meal, by the way.
We asked a lot of questions. But anyway, I didn't see a flag. Okay, good deal. So Bearcats lead it 42-38 with 1:01 remaining here in the third quarter.
Penalties have been a little bit of an issue for Rustin here in this second half, but thankfully that was not the case on that beautiful reverse to Josiah Morgan for a huge gain on the play. So it's 1st down and 10. The ball is at the Rebel 25-yard line. Morgan with a 28-yarder there. That's a handoff up the middle. Cole Gray falls past the 20 to the 17-yard line. Bearcats in the red zone. 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Cole Gray came by the room the other day. I said, are you or your brother? He goes, I'm me, Coach. I can't tell twins apart, but really good job. Really a powerful runner, really more just run over you.
Well, and obviously you have to have that right now. Again, as Dalen Powell is out, 2nd down and 2. Bearcats at the 17-yard line of the West Monroe Rebels. And wisely, the Bearcats are happy to let the clock move. They'll have to snap this football. There's 7 seconds on the play clock. 15 seconds now left to go in the 3rd quarter. Morgan back in motion. They fake the sweep. Hartwell muscles past the 10-yard line. It'll be a 1st down pickup and likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So Ruston will have 1st and goal at the Rebel 8-yard line. Want to make sure that this clock starts, and it should, and they will flip sides of the field. And we will head to the Pierce Lumber Company 4th quarter. Bearcats have 1st and goal on the Rebel 8-yard line, up 42-38. 12 minutes left to go in what has already been an instant classic here at Haas-Garrett Stadium tonight on senior night. Back in 30 seconds, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Argent Financial Group, with over 30 years of providing wealth and asset management services to residents of Lincoln Parish, proudly support youth athletics and the Ruston Bearcats.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff. Smoothie King's got the toast.
Ruston High alum Robert Temple loves the Bearcats. Robert Temple State Farm is located at 935 North Trenton in Ruston. Good luck, Bearcats, from the Robert Temple State Farm team. And that scoreboard here in the Pierce Lumber Company 4th quarter. Ruston up 42-38. They've got 1st and goal on the Rebel 8-yard line.
Hey, 4th quarter is brought to you by Pierce Lumber. Since 1936, Pierce Lumber Company has served North Louisiana with quality building products and paint. Now, I will tell you, I'm not much of a builder or a painter, but they do have all the Traeger grills, and I will tell you about a season that I've used. It's called Whiskey Dust. Absolutely phenomenal.
Smoke burgers, baby.
Pierce Lumber Company, located at 1032 Burgessville Road in Ruston. Go Bearcats for the Pierce Lumber Company. So, yeah, so there's something for everyone. If you're not like I'm not going to be the guy to do sheetrock, but they do like to cook, and they have a lot of good cooking products, grills, and spices. So let's go Bearcats. Put this one in the end zone.
So as the Bearcats look at 1st and goal from the 8-yard line, this was set up by a long reverse to Josiah Morgan. Jump ball, back corner of the end zone. Hudson hauls it in. His first touchdown of the night, the first play of the 4th quarter, and the Bearcats back up double digits.
Absolutely. You got him man-on-man coverage, Kyle. It's what you want. There's not a guy in the state that's going to defend that when Ahmad Hudson can catch a ball at its highest point, and that's exactly what he did on that play. Excellent.
First play of the 4th quarter, and the Bearcats now lead 48-38 as we await the point after. That is Ahmad Hudson's first touchdown of the night. So waiting the point after from Joaquin Ramos. Kick is up. Kick is good. 11:55 left to go in the Pierce Lumber Company 4th quarter. Bearcats up 49-38. We'll take a Southern States equipment call down to the sidelines to Toby Nations. And Toby, you had a really good beeline look at that jump ball catch by Ahmad Hudson. I think there was no doubt about that one when it was in the air.
Yeah, just a really good catch by Ahmad. I mean, they bunched everybody out to the right, left him in single coverage over here. And if the ball's there, I don't know what you're going to do to stop that.
Yeah, I think we all like to call it the cheat code, but I mean, until the rules change on that, there's not much that can be done. And you look at scores from around the district. Neville is up 28-7 with 8 minutes left to go in that ball game, and the Tigers look like they're going to try to tack on some extra points here real quick. And so, again, Ruston needs to win and Neville needs to win for the Bearcats to be the district champions. But an 11-point lead here, Nick Brown, with almost 12 minutes left to go, it's not safe.
No, nothing is safe. This is the most points I've seen at this stadium in quite some time, I do believe. So we're 87 points already.
Excellent math. You'd be correct. Joaquin Ramos, now he'll do a long line drive, and this one is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Trez Davis just lets that one go past the goal line and in. It'll be 1st and 10 Rebels here on their own 20-yard line. Now, we'll say, if we're being objective announcers, and we try to be, this has not been Ruston's best defensive effort that we've seen this year. However, we have seen when the Bearcat defense has had to dig deep, they have answered the call. And this is going to be one of those scenarios tonight. They're going to have to stop the Rebels while they're up by 11 points. They can't just keep trading and letting West Monroe creep back in.
No, right now, but I think the huge thing was holding West Monroe to that field goal. It was 4th and 1 or 2. Thought they might go for it there, and that's the difference now with the 11-point lead as opposed to being 7. So I like our odds with that, but let's get a stop here.
Shotgun set, handoff to Pawnee. Didn't see much of Christian Pawnee in the third quarter. He'll pick up 3 yards on that, 2nd and 7.
We did. Now, I wonder if they were rotating. I thought, well, was he injured? Because it's McNeil, and now we're back to Pawnee. So, like, 1 Pawnee, or 2nd quarter Pawnee, 4th quarter Pawnee. But I know he certainly did some damage on the Bearcats tonight.
Pawnee has a pair of touchdowns. McNeil has a pair of touchdowns. And, again, our score, Bearcats up 49-38. West Monroe has 2nd and 7 at their own 23-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3-receiver look. Gio puts a man in motion, and it's a double reverse, and the turf monster trips up Kavion Mitchell way in the backfield, and West Monroe, their trick play didn't work.
Yeah, their trick play didn't work. I want you to look over the opposing sideline. There's the 3rd down marker, which is digital. I see another digital sign. Maybe if you can tell me what that is. It came on a minute ago.
3rd down and 17 after the huge loss on the play by Mitchell on a double reverse. $10:45 left to go in this contest. District and playoff seeding implications on the line tonight. And the pass is knocked away. And a terrific job off of the edge by the Bearcat defender, and I believe that was Keegan Goldsmith, and that will force a 3-and-out, and West Monroe's going to have to punt.
Absolutely, they are. This will be the 2nd punt that we've had tonight, and Jared Ball is going to do what he has done. I explained this. Why do you send 2 people back so they can't kick it away from you and get 15 to 20 extra yards? I believe that is going to be Davis DeMoss and Josiah Morgan back to return this punt.
Beautiful punt, and Morgan, he's going to let this bounce out of bounds. That should be out around the Rustin 46, and it is.
I'm going to tell you, that's a difficult punt to field, and a great decision by Morgan to get away from that one and get Bearcats there, have the ball back. Kyle up 11, and really could do some damage here if we can put some more points on the board.
Southern State's equipment called down to Toby Nations. Toby, going back to that 3rd down, Keegan Goldsmith coming off the edge. Just a terrific job there to swat Gio's pass away.
What though, Kyle? It's going to take the defense to win this game.
So 1st down and 10 for the Bearcats at their own 46-yard line. So 1st down and 10, Rustin, I formation, 2 tight ends set. Josiah Morgan, the lone receiver on the near side. Hartwell under center, quick toss. And Gray, he got to the 48-yard line, 2-yard pickup on the play. I thought for a brief second I saw a flag. Thankfully, that was not the case.
Well, no, you should have seen a flag because the extracurricular activity out of the West Monroe Rebels there. Now they're borrowing a page out of the Bearcats playbook and trying to strip the ball rather than tackle. Gray did a phenomenal job of holding on to the football, so the Bearcats have to do that the rest of the quarter.
All right, so 2nd down and 8 for the Bearcats. 9:40 left to go. Neville leading 31-7 over Ash. Shotgun formation. Hartwell toss to the near side on an out route to the tight end, Ahmad Hudson.
Looked like they were grabbing around his little horse collar action, face mask or something, but they brought the big guy down, but Bearcats picking up positive yards.
So 3rd down and long. Clock continuing to move here. Bearcats up 11 points, 49-38. And I certainly hope you'll be celebrating with us. And make sure to tune in to the Rustin Rec Dance on the Roo with the Wrecking Crew after the game on the all-new Roo 102.3 following this one and the Jay Hodge game.
Kyle, you got Alex Hunt and Josiah Morgan on the far sideline, Kashawn and Ahmad on the near sideline.
Kashawn Malcolm goes into motion. Shotgun set, 3rd and 7. Hartwell takes the snap. West Monroe blitzes, and Hartwell just has to throw this one out of bounds. And now it's 4th down and 7. So this is by far the first time tonight we've seen back-to-back 3-and-outs.
Right. I will tell you this. It's interesting the West Monroe linebacker was calling for a flag, which they do on every play. But I do think Bearcats got away with one, had a illegal man downfield. Offensive lineman was further than should have been. But this is Ramos' first punt of the night.
So Trez Davis back to return. Joaquin Ramos. Sort of a spinning punt. And it will hop inside the 20. Rolls to the 17-yard line. Make that the 18. 1st down and 10 for the Rebels.
Call that a Phil Necro punt. That was more of a knuckleball. Do you even know who Phil Necro? You don't.
I'd have gone Tim Wakefield.
You don't have a clue about Phil and Joe Necro. No, Nuxie. Some of our listeners do, I'll tell you. They go back to the Atlanta Braves with Phil Necro, but then Neville, like you said, leading 31-7. That's one that's a head-scratcher after we watched, Ash come play here.
So 1st down and 10 for the Rebels at their own 18-yard line. Bearcats up by 11. 8:27 left to play. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers far side. Gio hands it off to McNeil. Rakeem Potts right there to bring the runner down. 1-yard pickup on the play, 2nd and 9.
Rakeem the Dream Potts in on the tackle, I believe probably Keegan Goldsmith somewhere around that, and Miles Brown as well.
West Monroe has already burned a timeout here in the second half, and that does feel like, Nick, that's been kind of a theme that we've seen this season, is that sometimes these Bearcat opponents, they burn one more than they need to a little bit too early.
You know who doesn't do that?
Jared Ball.
No.
He still has his timeouts at the coaches show on Tuesdays. 2nd down and 9, shotgun formation, and McNeil, he'll take it, and he'll find a little crease, gets tripped up after picking up 1st down yardage.
Not sure who hit him down low, but a good job of hitting McNeil down low, flipped him over, and now a little hurry up out of the West Monroe Rebels, Kyle.
So 1st down and 10, West Monroe at their own 30-yard line. These defenses trade back-to-back 3-and-outs. Now the Rebels do pick up a 1st down. Shotgun set, 2 receivers to the near side. You're right, Nick. The Rebels are platooning tailbacks today. And McNeil goes to the outside, and he'll go out of bounds right near the sticks. That'll be enough for another 1st down pickup.
Now, what you see the Rebels are going to do, because they did burn that timeout earlier, Kyle, what they're trying to do now is conserve clock as well. As they trail the Bearcats 49-38, there's not an 11-point touchdown. So
1st down and 10, West Monroe at their own 40-yard line. Bearcats up 49-38. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Shotgun formation for Gio. Another handoff to McNeil. Tried to be patient. Aiden Adams. He's the first Bearcat there to bring the rusher down. Gain of 4 on the play.
Again, Aiden Adams wrapped up, but again, it looks like the Bearcats are attempting to strip the football, but Adams able to bring him down after a short gain.
2nd down and 6 coming up. Clock still moving, under 7 minutes left to play. Gio barking orders to his offensive line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near side. And Gio will hand it off. Good run blitz by the Bearcats, but there's a flag thrown. And it's in the vicinity of what is likely going to be a hold, but we'll wait and see what the official calls here. And this would be huge if this is a hold on the offense, but I'm getting a little concerned that it may not be. So here comes the call from the white hat. He's making sure that he gets the right number. It will go against the West Monroe Rebels. That is a big, big penalty. So now you're looking at 2nd down and 16. It would have been 3rd down and 6, but I'll be honest, I like this one a little bit better. Nick, I see the digital that you see. It's just basically a digital play card for the offense. Shotgun formation for Gio. Play fake. He'll drop back to throw. Looks down the middle, has a man wide open, and that's Coleman. Coleman has the 1st down and more past the 40-yard line of the Bearcats. It'll be 1st and 10.
I don't know who is missing that assignment on Coleman, but that's the 2nd time tonight that has happened. And here's the thing. It's not like they're passing in coverage. Like, there's no one within
Close.
10 yards of it. And
it gets to the Bearcat 39-yard line. 6:17 left to go. So Coleman did go out of bounds. That does stop the clock. Shotgun set again for Gio. Now Pawnee checks back in at tailback.
You know, the success that he has had, I was surprised. I know that may have been their system to platoon, but to me he's been the better runner of the Rebels tonight.
The West Monroe offense has absolutely been really great tonight. The Bearcats so far have been better. Shotgun formation, another play fake. Gio dances out of the pocket, scrambles to the right side, makes a good move, and he'll be tackled and thrown out of bounds shy of the 1st down marker. That's an 8-yard pickup.
That's just a great job by Gio to avoid the pressure. I believe Hunter Soto was giving chase. Is able to escape that one and pick up some positive yards for the Rebels.
It did keep the clock going. He did not get out of bounds before the tackle. So we're at the 6-minute mark of the Pierce Lumber Company 4th quarter. Bearcats up 49-38.
How long has this drive been? 2 to 3 minutes?
This is the longest drive we've seen so far tonight.
So here's the thing. If it's an 8-minute drive, 4 or 5 minute drive, I'm probably going to have to go.
Okay, so they're pulling the clock back to 6 minutes and 8 seconds. And so they are saying that the clock should not have stopped. So head coach Jared Ball is asking some questions to the side judge. It is 2nd down and 2. Shotgun formation. Brady Gio, the quarterback, puts a man in motion. And they'll take the snap. The clock resumes. Christian Pawnee gets forward for a 1st down pickup on the play. 4 yards in a cloud of dust. It'll be 1st down and 10 Rebels. So the ball is at the Bearcat 27-yard line. This does move the sticks.
Trailing by 11, Kyle. 5:50 and 2 timeouts. Bearcats get a turnover here would be huge, but West Monroe in no hurry.
Shotgun formation, 3-receiver look. Gio, play fake to Pawnee, and he has Coleman again. This will be a grab, but he catches it shy of the sticks for an 8-yard pickup. Gets back in the red zone, 2nd down and 2. Just a good look underneath, and Coleman has been wide open all night.
3rd time. Again, must be a great route runner because no Bearcat defender anywhere close to it.
I think the calculus for West Monroe here, they think they can score. They're just
Stop
letting
and
this.
get the ball
yeah,
back,
they're
yes.
just trying to let this clock move. We'll see if it pays off. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers far side on 2nd and 2. Gio, play fake, and he'll step up. 1st down and more. 15, 10, 5. Gets hit hard inside the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal for West Monroe under 5 minutes left to go.
He dropped back and the pocket collapsed, and he just ran right through everyone.
That has happened a lot tonight for this Bearcat defense. They have had the rusher in the backfield and just unable to finish the tackle. 1st and goal at the 2. That was a great read by Gio. He'll go in the shotgun set. McNeil in the backfield with him. And McNeil dances in, and he's in for the score. 4:40 left to go. McNeil gets a score from 2 yards out and cuts this back to single digits, 49-44. And now if you're West Monroe, do you go for 2?
You absolutely do. You absolutely go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game. In your field goal, you got a great leg on your kicker, so
the 2-point conversion coming up for the Rebels. 4:39 left to play. Rustin up 49-44.
If Bearcats can stop them here, a field goal makes it back to a 7-point game, so they'll stop this 2-point conversion.
They are in the shotgun formation. Gio goes into the end zone. It is intercepted. So the 2-point conversion is no good, and that is a pick for Devin Major. And it makes it a 5-point game. Bearcats up 49-44. That was huge.
Absolutely it was. You made a comment earlier, and I think our listeners might have said, yeah, because you said, although the defense comes up with a big play when they have to, and so far they have. That was huge coming with that, because the beauty of that, Kyle, now, Bearcats have the ball, but up 49-45. If you can kick a field goal 52-45, would the Rebels score and go for 2 again to try and win it in regulation, or send this to overtime, or just go score a touchdown?
So it's a 1-score game again. Bearcats are up 49-44. So the 2-point conversion was no good. Devin Major with the interception. Josiah Morgan back to return. Another bubble kick, and Morgan fields it. Falls to the turf on his own accord at about the 27-yard line. Actually, I like the call. He just said, hey, I'm going to fall down and not take any chances.
Never really had good possession of it, even after bobbing and picking back up. So let's just fall on it, give our offense a chance to go make a play. Now, interesting to see who the Bearcats put out here. So Max Powell's ran into the huddle, but it may just be the offensive player to listen.
So 1st down and 10 for the Bearcats. Ball at their own 26-yard line. That drive for West Monroe took 4 minutes. And again, that's very likely going to be the longest drive of the night for either of these teams. 93 total points. Ruston up 49-44. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. I formation. Hartwell under center. Ball at the 26. Simple handoff up the middle, and Gray makes one man miss. Still going past the 30 to the 35. And that's going to move the chains. What a run by Cole Gray.
A very hard-nosed, aggressive runner. By the way, Ash has scored to make it 31-14. Too little too late with 43 seconds remaining in the contest from Bill Rufel Stadium. The Bearcats can hold on this last 4 minutes and 20 seconds, Kyle. Will be district champions, number 1 in the power rankings, and have a bye next week.
And this is going to be the longest 4 minutes in recent memory.
Well, how aggressive should you be? So that's going to be the key here to balance it.
I formation, one receiver near side is Morgan. Hartwell, another quick toss. Gray chased on the near side of the 40, 42-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. Make that a 7. Third down, 2nd and 3.
I want to tell the beauty of what Gray did. See Cullen Clark out blocking for the Bearcats. He got to the 40-yard line, Kyle. Looked like he could gain maybe 3 more yards going to the outside, but he took 2-yard gain up to the middle so he would not be tackled out of bounds. Good decision by Gray at running back.
2nd down and 3. 3:25 left to play.
Bearcats pick up a 1st down here. The Rebels going to start thinking about timeouts with 2 remaining. They burn one early. Bearcats have a full allotment of timeouts. There's 3:17 remaining here in the contest.
49-44, Rustin up by 5 points. Hartwell back under center in the I formation. Another handoff to Gray. It's been working. Why stop it? He gets the 1st down.
Oh,
Cole Gray, I believe he just broke 60 yards rushing, and that could not have come at a better time.
Not at all. Bearcats now, Kyle, 2 minutes and 54 seconds away from the victory. And we'll use every second of that 40-second clock.
So 2:45 left to play. Rustin up 49-44. I believe outside of that two-point conversion interception, I think we've only had one turnover tonight, and that was that option play for the Bearcats to start the third quarter. I formation.
The game is
penalty.
Yeah, game has gone final 31-14 over at Bill Ruppel Stadium. Standing between a district championship is 2 minutes and 27 seconds for the Bearcats, but don't need the penalties.
So that's a 5-yard penalty. Now brings up first down and 15. So the ball back at the 44-yard line. That did stop the clock. But I'll say that, nope, the clock is resuming. So that's about the only benefit there. So Rustin's going to have to snap this football. They've got 15 seconds on the play clock. They break the huddle and head to the line of scrimmage. I formation, Josiah Morgan on the far side in single coverage, and he's already got a pair of touchdowns tonight. Hartwell takes the snap. Rustin doesn't need a score. It just needs to keep his drive going. Cole Gray picks up 5 yards, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, and now the Rebels are going to start those timeouts.
Yeah, you're not going to see that ball go to the air again, Kyle. 1:55 remaining. Bearcats lead at 49-44 over the Rebels. 1:55 remaining again. That has gone final over at Bill Ruppel Stadium, 31-14. Neville defeating the Ash Trojans. Bearcats win tonight, Kyle. District champions.
49-44. We'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. Second down and 10. What's unfortunate is that if you don't have that penalty, it's now 2nd and 5. And, again, you're up by 5 points. It's under 2 minutes left to go. Now the Rebels only have one timeout. The best thing that you can do is just methodically move this football. You don't have to score fast. You don't have to put any more points on the board. It's all about the clock at this point. And Rustin would love nothing more than to get a squeaker here up by 5 points with under 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, I think you're at this point now. Like, you don't even attempt a field goal to go up 8 points because you can block it, go back for a touchdown. So right now you can see a heavy dose on the ground, what the Bearcat offensive lineman can do, what Gray can do, what Hartwell can do, what Lander Smith can do, and run this clock out.
2 receivers far side. Lander Smith, the H-back, shotgun set. Josiah Morgan in motion, and it's a sweep to Morgan on the near side. And Morgan does not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose one on the play. Now bring up 3rd and 11. And West Monroe doesn't seem to interested in calling a timeout.
Now, it wouldn't seem like a busted play, but I thought Sam keeps that one. If he gets to make the decision to keep that one, lane was wide open for him to keep it.
3rd down and long. Bearcats will have to snap it with about 1:08 on the clock. A first down would, for all intents and purposes in this football game, you've got Rustin has 3 timeouts, West Monroe has 1. If you don't get the first down, you just pin them back as far as you possibly can. And then you just are going to make them drive the football, the length of the football field. Rustin does let the play clock get all the way down to 0. They'll call their first time out of the second half. We'll take this one too. Bearcats 49, Rebels 44. Rustin looking at 3rd and 10 when we come back in 30 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the Bearcat Nation Network.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja.
And I'm Greg Turja. At Turja's Rentals, we believe in the power of community. Supporting our local sports and businesses isn't just important, it's essential.
For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turge's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
round. The Bearcats are up 49-44. It has been touchdown, 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 field goal, touchdown, 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 just over and over again. And now you're looking at 3rd down and 10 for the Rustin Bearcats. If they can convert and get the first down, this would be enough for Rustin to win. The one timeout for West Monroe would be superfluous at this point. However, they've got 10 yards.
Do you find superfluous in the Lincoln Parish Journal?
You sure can. It means it's meaningless. Shotgun formation. It's a toss to Gray. Right side at the 50. Oh, he's still going 45. Tripped up. I don't know. It's going to depend on the spot. He's close, but I don't think he has it. We'll wait and see. It's going to be 4th and inches, I believe.
I think you go for it here, but I thought he got it, but we'll see. See, the bad thing about it, that's going to stop the clock if they are going to actually do a measurement.
West Monroe will take its final timeout, and it's 4th and 1.
Now, they did that very strategically because with 57 seconds on the clock really never ran as they were starting to get the ball where it was going to be spot. So 4th and 1, 4th and inches, you go for it, you pick it up here. What are you thinking? Lander Smith straight ahead, the senior. He's been here 12 years. Put him through.
It would be very fitting for Lander Smith, after the tremendous career that he's had as a Rustin Bearcat, for his final regular season game in Hoss Garrett Stadium. He'll have a couple, I would imagine, at least in the postseason, for sure. But it would be great if he could get this first down. It is 4th and 1. The Rebels do have some life, but if the Bearcats get this first down, the fat lady has sung. Rustin now with 2 timeouts. Rebels with none.
Now they're trying to speed the Bearcats up, get them out on the field. 57 seconds remaining. Play clock has not started. They'll stand up for this one. And I know the Bearcat ticket exchange, but be careful. A lot of West Monroe Rebel fans sitting over here on the home side at Hoss Garrett Stadium.
4th down and 1. No cowbells, people.
Those are the West Monroe people sitting on this side.
4th down and half a yard. Heavy lunch formation, and the Bearcats are going to take another timeout and make us think about it just a little bit more.
Not a bad one. You think about the outside, you go straight to the middle, you go to the outside, the ball is on the far hash mark, you have all to the outside, you can do it and pick that up. But no, I did hear the cowbell. That wasn't a Bearcat fan ringing the cowbell.
57 seconds left to go. Rustin up 49-44. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Wood Marine broadcast booth.
You always wonder, if you run a trick play here and it works, you're brilliant. If you run a trick play here and it doesn't work, what were you thinking? All you had to do to move it was go right up the middle. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Bearcats do, Kyle.
I'll tell you what I did like originally. The Bearcats came in the heavy lunch formation. The one thing that always drives me nuts, Nick Brown, is when you need a half a yard and you come out in the shotgun. And I hope I'm not about to eat these words. So we'll see. 4th down and half a yard. The Bearcats need to get to the 41-yard line to end this game. Tremendous amount of respect for the way West Monroe has come in here tonight. And a flag thrown. And Rustin is very confused. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. I don't know what I just saw, but they're calling unsportsmanlike conduct on the Rustin Bearcats, and now 4th and inches turns into 4th and 15. With 57 seconds, the Bearcats are going to have to punt the ball.
And what would look, if you decide to punt it earlier, you would have been able to pin them deep. Now you're looking at about a 35, 40-yard punt. West Monroe is going to get the ball around the 25-yard line.
Ramos punts it
Oh,
away.
they just roughed him.
And no flag thrown. They just ran all over Joaquin Ramos, and he gets up, hobbling off.
Jared
no
Ball
flag
is
thrown.
livid. They're livid. Show that replay on the video board. They just leveled Ramos. Wasn't blocked into him.
They're saying no foul for roughing the kicker, and West Monroe will have 1st and 10 at its own 20-yard line.
If that wasn't a foul for roughing the kicker, then the penalty it does not exist. They went through to block it. They doubled him over. He fell. It wasn't an acting job. They hit the kicker.
Well, and now West Monroe, no timeouts. A field goal does nothing. 79 yards.
You got to watch number 11. Find him on your roster.
That's Coleman.
Coleman, yes.
Shotgun formation. The Rebels have life. Gio is going to drop back to throw. He'll take off. If he's tackled in bounds and he's about to be hit in bounds, the clock is going to keep going. So the clock's still moving. 35 seconds left to go. Minimal gain on the play. Gio probably should have just tossed that out of bounds. The 2-yard pickup does nothing.
Trips to the far sideline. The Bearcats have enough guys on that side, Kyle.
Shotgun formation, 2nd and 7. McNeil in motion. Gio, quick toss. Pass caught by Coleman. Coleman cuts up through the middle. He'll have a 1st down, but he'll get to the 35-yard line. 12 seconds remaining. It does stop the clock. The chains move. The official is going to spot the football at the 36. Gio, he's just going to spike this football, and that will stop the clock. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Okay, then it would be, if that would be, then it would be, if it wasn't marked for play, I guess you couldn't get a false start on it, but basically they give him a do-over on that spike.
And now the clock will start, and I don't think West Monroe realizes it. 10 seconds. Gio's going to have to get something off fast. 5 seconds. Shotgun formation. They snap the football. This is the last play as long as there's no defensive penalty. Gio. He fires it! Yeah! Incomplete pass, and the game is over, and Rustin hangs on to win. A wild one here at the Hoss. 49-44 over the West Monroe Rebels on senior night, and the Bearcats have likely just locked up the #1 seed in the non-select Division I power rankings and have won the district championship for 2025. What a night this has been, and the Bearcats do just enough. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap it up for you here for the district champion Ruston High School Bearcats as they win 49-44. Back in 2 minutes. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
From Neville, 31-14. Congratulations to the Rustin Bearcats, your district champion.
Rustin, the winners here tonight, improved to 8-2 on the season, 4-1 in district play. Back in 2 minutes, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Bayou Kubota is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Kubota for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Kubota, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
District 2 5A champions very likely have locked up that top seed, or at least one of two, to be able to host the postseason and get a first-round bye. Coach, just your overall thoughts on tonight's football game. What an exciting game this was here tonight as the Bearcats are the victors.
Well, still trying to replay a lot of things in my mind. A lot of things happened during that ball game.
You don't say.
Yeah. I'm just really proud of our kids for giving themselves an opportunity at the end to win the ball game. You know, I told them at halftime that really that's the point we were. Didn't matter what the score was, and needed to wash some of the bad things that had happened out in the first half, and we needed to get rid of that and just get stops on defense when we could and get the ball scored on offense when we could. And they gave themselves an opportunity to play because they kept playing hard.
Does it change your philosophy when you see that it is a track meet, because that's what it turned out to be, that it changed what you're trying to do? I noticed tonight we did a lot of trick plays that I enjoyed, by the way. I liked never seen that out of the Jared Ball playbook like that tonight.
Well, you know, you do what you got to do to try to win the ball game. We knew we were going to need to generate some offense, and you know, we hadn't done much of that, like you said, all year, and, you know, felt good about it. They play a lot of man coverage, and so that allows you to do some things like that. And, you know, our kids executed when they needed to. And, you know, we struggle getting stops, but that's because they're really good on offense too. And so, you know, it's not all because we made mistakes defensively. They've got really good players really on both sides of the ball, and they made some big plays. And, you know, you just have to continue to keep plugging and try to get, like I say, get stops when you can and get the ball scored when you have opportunities.
That was a very chaotic 57 seconds there at the end. We had fourth down in less than a yard, and all of a sudden something happens and it backs us up. Then it looked like there might have been a mugging of our punter. But, Coach, just kind of walk us through that last minute and what exactly happened that kind of led to that where the Rebels had another chance.
Well, we were going to try to go for it there on 4th and short, and had an unsportsmanlike unsportsmanlike penalty, and we need to get that corrected. That kind of thing can't happen in a time like that. But again, you're dealing with high school kids, and obviously a very tense situation, and so we just got to learn how to handle that a little bit better. And then, I was told on the punt that he got blocked into the punter, and so anytime our guy is engaged with their guy and they run into the punter, they can smear him, and it doesn't make any difference what it looks like. That's what the rule is, and so I'll go back and look at it. But, I trust him. That's what the referee's looking at, and so I just looked up and saw Joaquin laying on the ground. I was watching the punt to see how that got handled, and then I looked back, and he's limping around, and so of course I'm gonna yell one way or the other whether he got blocked into him or not. So, but those guys know that, and but at the end of the day, that's what he told me, and so we'll trust that.
Well, and the good news too is that it didn't matter, because and Nick and I talked about this during the broadcast. We've seen this a lot of times this season, is that the defense, especially when it matters the most, the defense does not break, and they got the key stop that we needed to win that ball game.
Well, that's exactly right. And, again, that's what I told the kids at halftime. It doesn't make any difference how many points we've given up. At the half, we had a 7-point lead, and that's really all that mattered at that point. And it didn't make it any difference whether it was 35-28 or 7-0. The point spread's still the same. Going out in the second half, you still got to get stops, and you still need to get the ball scored when you got it on offense. And at the end of the day, all we needed was a stop at the very end, because we had more points than they had, and I think our offensive coaches did a good job of milking all the timeouts that they had, so they couldn't operate like they wanted to once they did get the ball back. We had a couple of timeouts at the end that we could use to make sure that we were able to have in and do what it is we need to get done to talk to our kids and to be able to win the football game.
I think one of the biggest plays, because it looks at a mental aspect of it, is 49-44. West Monroe lines up for a 2-point conversion. If they get that, this last drive, all they need is a field goal. They got great special teams, great kicker the Rebels have, and so I think that was a huge play for tonight's game.
No, there was a bunch of huge plays, and that was very big. And it's tough defensively to give up a touchdown and then to regroup immediately in order to stop a 2-point play. But, I told the coaches as soon as the ball crossed the end zone, like, hey, they're fixing to go for 2. Like, we got to get this stopped. We need to make sure that we're lined up like we need to and get it stopped. And yes, that was a huge play, because then, they got to go the distance to get a touchdown.
Coach, I really had hoped that this postgame we'd be able to celebrate the 4 amazing touchdowns that Dalen Powell had in the first half, and unfortunately, midway through the third quarter, we saw what happened. Coach, is there anything that you could tell us about that young man?
They're going to go to the hospital and get him looked at and see what the extent of the injury is. Hopefully, there's good news. We'll pray for Dalen and hope the best. But I'll tell you what, kids always think that coaches are full of it whenever they tell them, like, you're one play away from getting out there and you've got to know everything it is that we're trying to do and be able to execute just like if you were the starter. And Cole Gray got in there and absolutely did a wonderful job for Dalen once he went down. And, he didn't miss a beat whenever he got his name called. He jumped in and did a great job. And so, we hope the best for Dalen, and we'll be checking on him and all of that. And, but the fact of the matter is that, if he's not okay or he's got to be out for a while, we'll have to do the best we can with who those next guys are. And, obviously Cole Gray can do some good things back there too.
And obviously having a first-round bye is certainly helpful with any of that.
Well, yeah, and I think that's one thing, I talked to the kids about, like, that was maybe the most important thing it is that we've accomplished tonight, was being able to do that. And if Dalen's not be able to come back immediately, then you're able to go ahead and get a bunch of reps for Cole and figure out what we're going to do and all of those things. So I think it's going to be big. And, Nick Hawk went down. Their D-line cuts our offensive line and some stuff that they do differently that most people don't. And so he got rolled up one time, had to come out. And, we've just got some healing up that we need to do going into the second-round ball game.
Well, Coach, I tell you, I saw the celebration and announced the district championship, the score over at Bill Ruppel Stadium. So you guys going to take tomorrow morning off?
They earned a weekend off, going into a bye week. If we earn that, and they know that. And really crap, whenever I told them that, they may have been more excited about the weekend off than they were anything else, and which they've absolutely earned it. And hell, probably the coaches were were cheering behind my back whenever we talked about it. But everybody's earned that, and it'll be good for them to catch their breath going into the open week.
All right, they're going to have an open week. So, but Tuesday night, how about you meet me at sundown for a little Rustin Bearcats Live with head coach Jared Ball?
We can sure do that. There'll be a lot to talk about this ball game for sure.
Absolutely.
Head coach Jared Ball, thanks as always. We appreciate you coming up and visiting. Congratulations, district champion. Most likely are going to be the top seed heading into the 2025 postseason. We'll take another 60-second break, and we'll wrap it up here from the Haas. Bearcats win 49-44. Back after this. This is Rustin Football on Q94.1.